Welcome everyone from across Ontario and around the world for tuning in to this entertaining broadcast of live curling right here from Title Sports Live. This evening we have the live coverage of the men's recharge with Milk Provincial Tankard, the Ontario Tankard, coming to you from the Canada Summit Centre in Huntsville, Ontario. Some great history being made here as we celebrate this 91st championship. My name is Ian Tetley and I am joined by my esteemed colleague Mary Chilvers, former two-time Ontario Scotties representative and runner-up in 1997 to the late great Sandra Schmerler. Well, Mary, this evening's matchup will have the Seaside finalists for this triple knockout format. Tonight we've got Mark KEAN from the Woodstock Curling Centre in Woodstock, Ontario, up against Cody MAUS from the Highland Golf and Country Club in London, Ontario. Well, Mary, what do you know about these two squads?
Well, you know, as we saw today, Mark KEAN did drop down to the Seaside after losing to Team Epping here. This is our first look at the Cody MAUS team.
Well, they definitely won't be missed at their bright fluorescent uniforms there. Other Seaside games going on this evening are going to have Mark Bice up against Sebastian Rubillard from that final game, and so those two teams will actually meet tomorrow evening in the Page 3-4 playoff game, and that will be at 6:30 p.m. Obviously, Glenn Howard qualified last evening against John Epping to win the A side. John Epping just beat Mark KEAN this afternoon to win the B side. So John Epping and Glenn Howard will play tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. in our Page 1-2 playoff game. There's Howard beating Epping 10-6 in the A side qualifier, and then our B side qualifier, which was this afternoon, had John Epping beating Mark KEAN by a score of 8-5. So those are the two that are into the Final Four. And then tonight on our Seaside, those are the last four teams in it, Mary. The other 6 teams have been eliminated from any further competition.
That's right, 6 teams remaining in the competition right now, and 2 will go home after tonight's matchup. And that will give you your top four teams in this competition going into the Page playoff tomorrow.
The teams have just finished up their draw to the button. They're just finishing measuring. And I think it might be Mr. Cody MAUS that gets the hammer here. Obviously, the Mark KEAN team we saw this afternoon. The KEAN team having Skip Mark KEAN, 3rd Colin Dow, 2nd Brad Kidd, and lead man Scott Brandon. Up against Cody MAUS from London, Ontario. Cody being the skip. Actually, Cody skips the game, but Scott McDonald throws 4 stones. Wesley Forget at 2nd, and Jeff Grant playing lead. Ice makers are just doing their last final mop up, and the players will be introduced, and we'll be off here with this the final qualifying matches here, Mary.
Yeah, so these 2 teams, they have played each other twice this season, with Mark KEAN coming out on top of both of those matches. So I think I'm going to give my edge here tonight to the Mark KEAN team here, Ian.
Well, I know Cody MAUS is a fellow club mate of mine. He plays in our men's league down at the Oakville Club, but I think he's a London born and bred boy. And so their team plays out of the Highland Club down in London, Ontario. Let's see, they've had a really interesting week. Actually, for a team that doesn't play a ton, they've played, actually, they're into the 48 to 50-game seasons so far, and they're winning approximately 55 to 60% of their games. You know, that's a good team for a squad. Currently 31st on the World Curling Tour Order of Merit. Up against Mark Keane, number 49, World Curling Tour Order of Merit. Yeah, Mark Keane's got the experience of being the 2015 Ontario champion, so yeah, you're right. He might have a slight edge, mind you. You know, World Curling Tour Order of Merit standings, he's not quite where Cody MAUS is. Mind you, Cody MAUS has not won an event. They've actually made it to the final. Stucel's Toronto Tankard, they lost the final. Made quarterfinals in a number of other events. Well, we've had a great week so far here, Mary, in this Canada Summit Center here in Huntsville, Ontario.
We sure have. It's been a wonderful event here all week. Beautiful arena. I think all the players have really been happy with everything here this week, especially the ice.
Well, the ice makers and Darren Sinclair and his crew with, God, he's got an extensive crew. Obviously, he's got Scott Muir from the Mississauga Golf and Country Club. He's got Tommy Leonard from Sudbury, Dave Iceless McDermott, Doug Wiley, Colin Slippers Darling. Gripe. This list goes on of these guys. And Jimmy Gleason, the big Ray from Sudbury. So that's they've done a phenomenal job. The ice has been running about 15.5 seconds from hog to hog for draw. We've been getting about 3.5 to 4 feet of curl to the center, and somewhere between 4.5 and 5 feet of curl to the wings. Now, it's been extremely weight sensitive. I know if you overthrow it here, it just absolutely goes straight down the sheet.
Yes.
And any type of motion, back motion or in motion, you're going to get penalized.
Yep. Draw weight has been a bit suspect here this week as well.
Well, what you and I have noticed from practice is that any time in the first end, if someone's trying to go down the center part of the sheet, it really isn't getting broken in like it should. You know, I think this is where maybe it's a detractor of the draw to the button, is that everybody sort of takes their 7 minutes and keeps throwing rocks to the center, trying to break in that path, or in around that path that they're going to actually travel on. And then nobody spends any time actually throwing rocks down the center of the sheet.
I did notice the Cody MAUS team, the first few rocks in their practice round, they did have sweepers sweeping the rock the entire way down, trying to break down the pebble a bit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, in our feature matchup, it looks like Cody MAUS will have the hammer in the first end. He will have blue stones as Mark Keane will throw the yellow ones. And in our other semifinal game, Mark Bice has got the hammer over Sebastien Rubillard.
Mark Keane coming off of a really good game this afternoon against John Epping.
Well, and as it turns out, it was just his one shot in the 7th end where he's trying to make the little quiet tap, and you know, the difference of him either getting 2 points and he ended up giving up a steal. That's a big 3-point swing in the game.
Yes.
So.
The microphone.
Scott Brandon, the 27-year-old from Midland, trying to throw up the center guard here for Mark Keane to start them off.
Halfway tight.
And he successfully does so. It's going to be fun for us, obviously, seeing Cody MAUS's team here for the first time.
Yeah. Throwing lead for Cody MAUS is Jeff Grant.
Jeff, the 30-year-old from Toronto, throwing up the intern corner guard.
Weight's good, weight's good, weight's good.
Curling hard.
Weight's
Stay
holding
with it.
okay.
Stay with it.
We're just to your broom right now, Cody.
Yep, looks good. Looks good.
Now, coming down.
Good.
Nice toss, Jeff.
Nice start. How slow is that?
Nice. These guys have come to play.
They have.
I'd say 5 to 6.
Scott Brandon going to be asked to try to draw around that center stone.
Brad. Hard. Come on, guys. It's good. Wait on it. Good shot, Scott.
Well done by Scott.
Unless you want to ignore it.
Go around the middle.
Okay. Top 12.
Jeff Grant just wanting to make a freeze here on top of that yellow rock. It's just thrown in the house.
I think we're there.
Okay, bit of room.
I think we're all there. We're close.
I get to curl. Way out. Yeah, it's heavy for sure.
Might have to come around everything here.
Well, he just doesn't want to throw it through the rings. And he's looking pretty heavy right now. Through the rings he goes. Well, that's an unfortunate miss to start this game off after 2 perfect guards and 1 perfect come around.
Where? No.
You'll have a chance at the double rip here, I think, Wes.
Are we in? No.
Mark Keane will try to put up a center guard here to try to solidify his steal here.
Just easy peel. Three quarters, 2/3. Yes.
Wesley Forget, second on this MAUS team.
Whoa. Good throw.
Got
He's one of those guys that throws it so hard and accurate. And look at the leg drive he gets, that he gets all the way down the sheet.
Yeah.
nice toss. Came back.
And likes to follow in behind it. 32-year-old Brad Kidd from Peterborough will try to replace the guard.
Call and stay close. Got to cross center. Got to cross center. Okay. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just leave it.
He's
Okay.
Brad's going to slip a little deeper than he would have
Same
hoped.
turn.
This is going to give Cody MAUS the opportunity to switch gears and
Nose
Peel.
try to double these out and maybe even get a little bit of a roll over towards his corner guard.
Yeah. Got fast read shot. Yep. Really hard. Really hard. Touch it. Not a boy.
Well done, Wes. Wow. It's just kind of fun watching him go down the ice
It
like
is,
that.
isn't it?
He seems so effortless doing it.
Yeah.
The fact that he can maintain that much speed going all the way down.
No, man, I wish I could do that.
No. Whoa. No. Yep. Yeah.
Calling down with a 29-year-old from Ottawa here, just trying to nose this MAUS stone and sort of remain as the control rock.
On the corner.
Around? I think we're just hit and roll for now. Even if we knows it, he has to make a play on it.
Like this.
There is no Cody. We don't need to go this aggressive yet.
Just hold the corner for.
Well, that's a rock.
It's a good spot. Let's
force.
make this good.
Okay.
Cody
Maybe a bit
Moss
more
is
here.
willing
This spot will
to
go. Jeff's really curled.
Okay.
get aggressive right away,
Like this?
coming out of the gate with the hammer. He's going to ignore the KEAN stone, tight and short
Let's make
where it
this
is,
top 8.
and go around his own corner guard.
So if I throw kind of top 4, should go in there hard.
Again, we'll see how the weight is on this, Ian. As we spoke about earlier, the players don't normally throw down this spot in practice.
Whoa.
Get a little trick sometimes when they have to play at the first end.
Jeff.
Well, Jeff Grant's initial stone down the middle didn't seem to react too bad, so maybe you're right. Maybe they did sort of break that in, but they're going to have to go hard to get this by and get it in the rings.
You gotta go.
Just a little light. It's unfortunate. He had a really good line.
Yeah, that might have been a little soft in the release there.
That was 15-8 from hog to hog, and he was probably
Started to curl.
maybe just into the top 12 foot.
Yeah.
This is going to give Colin Dow the opportunity to try to whip one around his own center guard.
Where?
Once again, we're on a little different track, and from some of our other games, Mary, they've gone wide on one side here going away,
Right.
and it's been a little heavier as well.
Yes! Gotta go.
1475.
Keep going. Not terrible.
Control.
Yeah.
Roll big.
Sure.
Well, he splits
doesn't roll
his own rock on the rings, which
Yep.
definitely isn't terrible, because he may
I mean,
the
should be
force
good.
may be
Yeah.
on,
I just need more ice.
unless Cody Moss makes
Okay.
the big hit and roll here.
Yeah, maybe a little heavy, but we had to sweep it.
Yeah, even a big roll's fine.
It was really
Make him
close.
make
It
the
was
run.
really close. Yeah, what was it? Like, is it gonna
Yeah, I mean, we got.
It would've
you can
been
roll
faster
6
in
feet
the
and
middle,
be
but-
okay.
That's probably your speed for drawing the button.
be?
Be a
Yeah.
little positive. Control weight.
So it'll be a couple rocks and then it'll be quick.
That spot's
Curls more too, right? Actually, this side's curling a lot.
So Cody Moss throws third rocks on this team. Calls the game.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
West.
Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Roll it big. Hard. Whoa.
Really nice roll.
Wow. Great shot by Cody Moss here in the first end.
That's all we have, really. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Shot, Cody.
For sure. You were.
Finish.
Sorry.
Finish big.
I know.
I thought
I
I
thought we were
stabbed
gonna
it
roll
out.
maybe.
I had to go
Still.
a little less.
Well, that's the spot that's
I
gonna
gave you
really go,
there,
right?
so I think
Yeah.
there's close.
Good thing you did.
Let's make it.
Well, Mark Keane here is going to try to.
Hey,
He would have got a really good read off of
And Collins?
Colin Dow's in turn
We're a
draw.
little tighter, though.
So he should have a really good idea of
14-7 on his one.
of line and weight.
Probably back 4.
Try to get this buried on the back of the forefoot.
It just
maybe 4
like more than almost 4 foot, but
But after that one and this one, it's might be close.
same as practice. Take that ice. Should get there. Okay. Line's real good. Take a look. How hard?
15.
Room!
You should go hard and this is still winding in here. What a shot that is. Remains shot stone.
15-5.
Yeah, 15-5 hog to hog on that, so you're definitely right up,
Lock it on.
Mary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
See a little more ice. Just need a hair more ice, I guess. If
A
I'm
lot of
less
late
weight.
finish, so just stay
So
really
Scott McDonald going to have to follow this one
We had to
down
go
here.
by, did we not? know?
Well, if he's got line and he's
Off the blue.
got weight,
pretty close.
he would love to tap this about 6 inches and be shot stone.
Yeah. A little higher would have been nice. He's got to be precise on this. Though, like.
Bit of room.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
Wide right now.
whoa. It's
Scoopers
trying.
are thinking this is running a little bit. And
Whoa.
starting to walk right in here.
There. Okay, good try.
Well, the good news is that you're shot stone.
Yeah.
The bad news is you're sort of the back edge of the button, and
I don't want to take much more.
Mark Keane will have the
Just a
opportunity to
little bit
lock
more,
it right
yeah.
on that stone.
Okay. Freeze it. If it's heavy, you bump it so that we're sitting 2. Yeah, same weight, eh? Yeah. It's more. It's more. Hair more. Hair more. Easy. 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 Stay close. Close. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Starting to walk a little bit.
Scott in.
Same time as Scott McDonald's there.
Hard. Move it. Hard. 2.
Great shot by
2
Mark
inches
Keane,
more, eh?
2 inches more.
leaving Scott
Yeah.
McDonald nothing but the cold draw to the button. Probably rub off the MAUS, or sorry, the Keane last stone
There's a big one.
and be shot rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an interest though.
So the front enders will have to keep communicating the weight to Cody Moss and the rings.
Sweeper to you guys.
He'll be shouting line instructions.
Mine really comes in more than Scott's, eh? Like his, just the way he throws it doesn't finish the same, eh?
Oh yeah, we can push it.
Yeah. Mine curls maybe a foot more almost.
Yeah, you were throwing those things.
You just tighten into it.
Took a little
Line's
hair off.
tight.
Hard, Jeff. You gotta
It
go,
didn't
Jeff.
look as
Line's
steady.
tight.
You gotta go, Jeff.
Big shot here in the first end, Mary. And the last thing you want to do is be light or heavy and give up a
Keep
steal
going
or
for
2.
line.
I think they're good.
Keep going for line.
Looking pretty good here,
Still
15-5.
got it.
Hog to hog.
You're good. Clean it in. Clean it in. Clean it in. Attaboy. Good brush. boy.
Really nice shot.
Oh, great control by Scott McDonald. What a great shot. Great shot here to conclude the first end of play.
What did he get on my second one, do you know?
Cody Moss will lead Mark Keane by the score of 1-0.
What'd you get on those?
Yeah, one wood.
In our other game here on sheet
First one and the second one?
So yeah,
sheet K, Bice against Robillard.
Second one was
yeah.
90?
It was
They blanked the
Gotta keep
first
it
end,
positive out here.
set and it got moving.
starting the second end.
Short.
It would be faster on the second one, but I extended a bit.
Well,
Yeah.
Mark Bice, I don't know if he's living on borrowed time or
made
maybe
my
it's
second, so
destiny
it would've
that
been a
he's
little
going to
faster,
start
but I also
going
extended
through this
a little
event. He had a big steal of 2 points against Richard Krill in his last game in the last end to
Fresh
continue
ice,
on in
it's
this
way
event.
out,
Otherwise,
way out.
he was headed home.
Yes.
Okay, good brush. Good job.
Okay.
Just getting that guard over the hog line.
Yeah. Really
Well,
fresh couple.
Scott Brandon is going to
Line's good. Calling in. Calling in.
try to throw this one into the top 12 foot, fully buried if he can.
Just let it stop. Let it stop in the house. It's coming out the other side. No, you could be right there behind me.
Just easy board.
Good throw here, Jeff.
Jeff Grant here being asked to remove the
Board.
KEAN stone.
Whoa. Quiet. Yeah. Whoa.
Light weight, if he can roll it buried, that would be perfect.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Shot, Jeff. Shot.
Really nice controlled weight as well.
Just like tap it.
Nice toss.
How's the weight? Same? Same? Close. Stay close. Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Hard.
Scott Branding going to try to come around here, and if he,
Hammer off. Hard.
Mary, if he can get to the inside and even just tap that out in the open, but stay perfectly buried, that would be a fantastic shot.
Shots, guys.
Just like that.
Real nice.
I think it's there with the end.
Good hack.
Yeah.
Just hack. Just hack.
Yeah. Speed
Wesley Forget now going to try to wind an in-turn hack waiter around the guard. Try to tap the KEAN stone through.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't see much of it, but it is a long guard.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Not yet. Not yet. Jeff. Jeff. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
I got it.
Oh. Go. 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 Right out. Attaboy. Great shit.
What a great shot by Wesley Forget. Like, even with the little kiss in there to
Yeah,
get in there, get that out.
really nice touch shot.
No finish. Like it didn't come up at all.
Or do you want to do this one?
Like we squeaked the guard and we didn't even get
I
to
don't mind
know.
this.
I'm surprised he got out.
No, I like this. Good time. Board.
Sometimes we might get more fudge around the right.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah.
Brad Kidd going to try to hit and roll inside here if he can.
Right to it. Whoa.
I think they're
Call.
In the middle here. Oh dear.
right in the middle of the two shots.
Mm-hmm.
Might be easier to get there with
Well,
the end.
This is
Pretty-
the first opportunity
Like,
for
they're
Cody
gonna have
Moss
to go-
now to, with Wesley
Well,
Forget,
you
to
gotta keep it on this
get a
side of
rock
center.
into the 4-foot area.
Okay. Top button.
We'll just get a broom down early. So my draw to the button path is about 6 inches tighter where you are right now. I'd say give it 3 feet over what my draw was.
Yeah.
Never. Can't go. Lots.
Like two for line.
Lots.
Oh, then.
It's coming down. We're not too bad.
We're line's real tight.
We're back 8 right now.
Okay. Okay. You're by if you're back.
Like it's trying to come down,
No.
but it's.
No. Okay, Wes. Good try.
Yeah.
Well, Wes gets it in there, and it's totally buried in the back of the 8-foot. But
I don't know if we
I
could
think
have
for
got it
Mark
Just
Keane,
more.
he could come down to it, but then this early in the game, that might be getting a little bit greedy. So he's just going to be patient, try to get this rock here, which is essentially the control rock right now.
Oh. No. No. Scott. Yep. Hard, Scott. Keep going. Roll it, roll it. Good.
Nose is pretty good.
That's a great shot by Brad Kidd. You know, now it takes the play away from the center, so you know, it's going to give
Control's good. I don't think it'll do much.
give Mark
Edge
Keane
off.
with his
Maybe an
next
inch
shot,
of room.
even if
Yeah, I think
Cody
you're right.
noses this stone, he'll have the opportunity to play around the center. But I think that center stone is so high that it really doesn't come into play a whole lot. We've had a great week here. Usually these weeks the players seem to talk about a couple things, you know, the temperature in the building, the ice conditions, and the rocks. I haven't heard anything negative about the rocks. Nobody's complained, and we haven't on our telecast heard anybody you know, speak to any bad pucks out there.
Right. Been no picks all week that we have seen. Maybe one all week.
Good sweep.
Well, the ice makers have dialed in this building and dialed in the ice conditions to put a very high quality product out there.
Control.
So my hat's off to them.
Yeah.
A little wonky with the release. I don't think that normally does
It
that.
didn't look bad. I didn't see it.
Yep, yep.
That's cool.
Real hard. Hard, you got it. You got
Calling
it, you
down,
got it. Oh.
trying to hang it around here,
Shot
buried.
Real nice.
Turn back later.
Yeah. Try and get rid of the nose.
Makes a great shot.
Middle. Leader.
I think from our overhead we should be able to see. I think they're just shot rock.
Nice shot.
Just hack.
There we go.
Let it cross
Well,
the
it's
nose
really
there.
close to his
Close.
shot. I think even.
I'm thinking blue.
Are you?
Crossing
I'm thinking,
the face
yeah.
of the nose.
It is
I
close.
need another inch or two. That looks pretty tight.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa then. Jeff.
Easy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
West. Somewhere near the rock.
Hey, we're good. Sorry, guys. It kind of
Yeah.
took
I was calling. That's what I was
Well done by Cody Moss. You know, to have a nice controlled weight, pick that out and lay three. And this is going to leave Mark Keane. The only option here is to freeze down to that back stone.
When as soon as I said it was heavy, that was kind of what I was calling. I didn't want Jeff to finish it.
Oh, with the heavy. I thought they wouldn't do a whole lot.
Little tight.
It looked like it. Like, honestly.
Little tight.
Something fell from the rafters that looked like.
Okay. Whoa then. Play the weight. Yep. Yes. Gotta go the line.
The line's looking really good here, and so is the weight.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, well done by Colin Dow.
Yeah, like that. Try and get her clean.
Well, this is going to leave Cody Moss and Scott McDonald no option but to try to slash this out of there.
Had to sweep it a little bit.
And at which point
Try
I
and keep that
expect
angle
that
low.
Mark Keane might walk over and
Good throw.
take a run at the doubles over there in the side 12-foot.
My draw to the button. Did it overcurl the button? And I was out, or was I edge? That's edge. That's what I was thinking. Like, do I need to give you a little more? Yeah.
Scott McDonald, the 31-year-old from Mississauga, now making London his home.
Yep. Hard Jeff.
Good.
Oh, and he picks that out. Very nicely done.
You try to go perfectly buried by top 8.
Good throw.
Yeah, good.
Because if I go here, you just
Yeah.
I'm forced to one anyways.
Yeah.
So try to get there.
Just pissed it on the way back.
Well,
Edge just real close.
and listening to Mark Keane there, he kind of explained it all. He doesn't have many options, so he's just going to try to get it buried, biting the top 8 foot,
I think it's
and
the best chance
force Scott McDonald to chase after it.
Get Scott throwing out turn. Okay, so same as my last one, or a little, obviously less than that. Yeah. Okay. Line's good.
Tighter path from the rock. Oh, they're just pulling straight up.
The only thing I see there is Scott Brandon. He sweeps what we call an open style, because the broom is on his left-hand side.
Sick. Gee.
And that slipped
Yeah, just
a little
half a
bit deeper than he would have liked. I just say that about Scott because he his action with the broom is almost 90 degrees across the rock, and for being such a powerful sweeper that he is, to me, I'd like to see him get more on the 45 degree, and then when they're trying to carry it, going sort of in the direction of the stone.
Right.
Yeah.
We
it'll be
actually
quieter
haven't
than
seen
Cody.
that much of that here this week, Ian, with them, you know, standing behind the rock and sweeping towards the direction of the rings. We see it a lot on the in the elite level curling.
I think the one person I can think of is Adam Spencer.
Yes, he did it. That's right.
Hard! Hard! Right to it! Hard west! Right to it! Hard west! Good sweep. Okay.
Oh, very nicely done. Nice controlled weight by Scott McDonald to remove that stone and lay 4. So this is a little bit of a nervous throw for,
3/8, 4 inches.
or not for Mark Keane.
I know, but I mean,
He's got to control the nerves,
I thought it was a hair solid.
throw the correct weight, believe the ice, and hit and stick this for 1 point against 4. You know, these are a little bit unnerving for the rest of the team, because, you know, if something could pick, or if he
absolutely.
softs it or floats it, you know, you're
Yep.
kind of at the mercy of the ice.
Not for the most part.
Big shot here for Mark Keane in the second end.
No, easy. Guys, no. Close. Clean, clean, clean,
Sounds good.
clean.
You kind of like hearing those words, clean.
Great throw.
Oh, what a great shot by Mark Keane. Nerves of steel, that man.
Like you say, Ian, those it wasn't the most difficult shot, but it's against 4.
Well, and given the situation, here we are into the Seaside finals to get into the Final 4. You know, sort of shows what how he got to the winning here in 2015 and going to the Briar. Kind of proving that he can throw that last rock, and maybe he just kind of, you know, he's a little bit like Kobe Bryant. Give me the ball.
Right.
You asked, and I said, yeah, across the nose to get.
So after one end of play, we have a tie score, 1 apiece.
Have a good end, guys.
Cody Moss will take over with the hammer.
Play the weight. Play the weight.
That's like embedded.
His finish real hard because they're softer, eh?
This will be now, Jeff. Weight's good. Halfway tight.
Tight's good.
Halfway tight.
Tight's good. West, you're in the hole. Yep.
It's coming down a bit. Halfway.
Yep. Keep it moving. Come on. Good job, Jeff.
Jeff Grant getting the corner guard into play. Obviously, Scott Brandon getting his center guard into play, and now
Just a hair wider.
this is kind of like same way the first end started out.
Oh.
Like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Hard. Whoa.
So what was the final verdict? Did Wyerton Willie actually see his
I don't know.
his shadow? I thought I saw a Vic Rauter tweet saying he saw it, so we've got 6 more weeks of winter.
Scott. Did you hook it?
Nice shot and nice control weight by Scott Brandon.
Weight's close. Okay.
Jeff Grant going to
Line's
try to
good.
follow him down now.
Room right now. Wait for it. You gotta wait. Short's okay, guys. You gotta wait for line.
Wes, can Wes go in?
Yeah. No. There it goes. Scott, you're in. Only if you have
Still
to.
can't go.
Good spot. Very nice.
Shot. That's another great shot. Well, here we go. We haven't seen a whole lot of this kind of racing around the center guard. You know, I think we saw one end with between Mark Keane and John Epping.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go.
Brad Kidd going to try to lock this on.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Real hard. Right to it, boys.
Line looks good.
Never off. Never off.
Great scrubbing end to end on this one.
Great sweep. You just didn't get it out, quite out. Nice weight.
Like the end across the face. Yeah. Yeah.
Cody Moss not going to take any
No, it's gonna hurt
chances
a
right
little bit.
now that Markstein's got position. He's going to try to run this straight back, pick off one of the rocks on the forefoot.
Whoa.
Hopefully roll for a corner guard.
Yep. Whoa. Shooter.
Nice.
Just
Oh,
like that.
little trip there.
A little spill by Jeff.
Ego hurts a little bit. Ego hurts a little bit.
What happened?
Oh, it just fell right between two rocks.
Didn't touch anything.
Didn't touch anything.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's graceful.
Nice to not move that.
It's wider. It's wider. Not curling.
Brad Kidd, he's got this one a little
It's gonna
further.
come down, though. No, just leave it. Whoa. Whoa! Got nothing. Yep.
Wow, look at the way that one finished in. But he didn't quite get
That's
enough
okay,
of the
get out
the
of
shot stone. It's going to give Cody the chance to sort of
Just drift it.
jiggle and release it and stay
I don't mind throwing
frozen
it
to
hard.
him.
I think the 2 stays. I don't think so. I think it might move it back. Try it. Firm.
Nice toss for us. Stay close, Jeff.
Hard. Really hard.
Surprised he's getting West to throw some heat at this. He'd have an opportunity to even just jiggle it around.
Yep. Attaboy.
Shot.
Sorry, Wes.
And gets everything off of the forefoot. Rolls way over to the side 12, which definitely rearranges the look. And we may see some play around the corner guard next.
I love this.
Better than it was.
Colin Dow, the 29-year-old from Ottawa here, going to try to hit this rock out here in the 12 and roll into the 8-foot if he can.
No,
Yeah, around the corner,
no.
I think.
Around the corner?
Yeah. Like that.
What about, I like the center.
Come up a hair. Good.
Oh, now I do. Yeah, with that. So this is the same kind of path.
Yeah, I thought I was just a hair soft with mine last time.
I thought
think
you came out
middle's
about, I
there.
thought you were
Well,
here.
Cody Moss is now going to
I don't mind. I don't mind a bit more room. Yep.
fire off his in-turn draw, trying to get it buried around, right around the corner guard. Hopefully
Good.
high in the ring so it can't be accessed.
Just try and keep it top 8, guys? Okay, top 8 is the call.
This is a little cat and mouse-ish here. Mouse-ish.
Mm-hmm. Mouse-ish.
It's a tongue twister for me.
Close. Whoa. Whoa.
Jeff's rock, Jeff's rock.
No, no.
Wait only, wait
Wes,
only.
it's yours.
Looks heavy.
Wes, it's yours.
No, it's gonna finish. Don't worry about line.
Okay, whoa.
Line's
Wes,
good.
wait. Now,
Just-
go, yes.
Just top 8.
Whoa,
Whoa,
good,
guys.
good.
Easy. Holy smokes.
Cody trying to be the calm, cool head out here.
Yeah.
Take a pill.
Great shot by Cody Moss.
What do you like?
Great spot.
Completely buried.
It's always gonna finish there.
I don't know, I just making sure I was on follow it.
I'm more concerned about the weight.
I know.
Okay. Where? No. No. Don't, no. No, don't touch it.
Go, Cody, go. Go. I'm center now.
Yeah. I don't know what's so bad at going around the
The weight
center.
felt pretty good.
Well,
to me.
now
Keep it
3
to it.
comes into play, Mary. That's a huge miss by
Just need full
Colin
twilight
Dow.
Center all
Anything
day.
deeper than that, they're freezing, right? So,
I'm thinking
Well, I might be a little
comes down.
surprised here,
8
actually,
foot's great.
that maybe Cody doesn't actually draw away.
Yeah, just
Because if he draws away to the back corner,
sim.
as long as
sim
he's
or
second shot, they're going to have to make a play on
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And then if they hit it, and then he could probably freeze do it and sort of keep the plate out there until there's only one KEAN stone rock to come. And then he can kind of go around the center stone. Because he doesn't want to go deep around the center, because then Mark's going to freeze do it and kill the end.
Clean if you can.
So you're trying to sort of delay
Off
the
the line.
inevitable.
Line's good.
No, you got it's way out.
Okay, lots right now. Wes, you're in.
Wide though.
Just full 8.
Go. Yeah, all the way.
Pass
All
the
the way.
blue.
They're going to have to go
Far as you
hard
can
to
go,
get
Wes.
second stone.
As far as you can go. Yep. Good brush. Didn't get the curl.
Just gets it there. But that's
Sorry. I mean,
that's fairly wide open. It's
got
going to
all
give Mark KEAN the
I don't
opportunity to
think
hit and roll buried, or maybe even get it close to the other
skinning
Moss
buried, eh?
stone.
I didn't mind the throw, Cody.
I was,
I don't
I
know. Is it?
definitely stabbed it through the curl, but
Well, because you could throw it, and if I hit it thick, then it's just.
Surprised we didn't at least get out.
it didn't start to bend until after that.
Do you like the double or no?
I definitely poked it through the
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, I like it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I like it. Might be too much. You like the double? Double or roll beside it? Yeah.
So they're going for the double here, Ian.
That's a real flat double. Really flat double. He's going to have to absolutely fire this thing.
Just gonna run.
And the problem is if he noses it or rolls away, he's just going to give a huge opportunity to Cody MAUS here. Look at this shot. What a fantastic shot. Did he get it out far enough? Yes, he did.
Far enough?
Try to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got it out to be third shot.
I didn't think he could
Trying to
get
get
close
this
to
there.
that, and he proved me wrong.
He did.
Great shot, Mark KEAN.
Solid board. Roll.
I think Scott McDonald here now has probably got
a solid board,
you know,
Yeah.
a board weight double.
lower than that one.
Sure.
But worst comes to worst, he may end up jamming the double, but he may roll buried, which he will get his sort of second choice of shots.
This will curl, eh, Cody?
Yeah, just a good gradual roll control.
If you get under it, it curls enough.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Close.
Whoa.
No.
West.
No.
Running.
West. West big. West big. West bigger. Bigger.
Go West.
Bigger.
Go.
Touch them all, Joe. Okay, good try.
Wow. Well, good attempt by Scott McDonald. Little thin, but he held his shooter in the rings.
Did we get it?
Mark KEAN's going to have to deal with it.
Like control right there. Okay.
Almost got it.
Tried to curl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
Yeah. No, he touched it. Yeah. Control. Yep.
Everything else is retake it on.
Yeah, for sure. Just with like a solid normal, something you can't go over top with.
I'm not sure we can go over top this much.
Mark KEAN's in turn takeout on the way. Has to make sure he hangs around the rings. Otherwise, there will be a tap for two for Cody MAUS.
Clean.
Good normal?
Yeah.
Well done. Actually, you know what? There is a double here. He could probably, I don't think he can go over the top of this stone.
Sure.
Nose is okay. We'll just play for it to curl in it.
Sure, good. They'll be able to hold this for you. West has ran good.
Worst case
Okay, just curl 2 inches.
Should we have tried to flop out?
It's pretty close to 3/4.
If you roll right out.
Yeah, you can't roll too far.
Firm weight. Jeff, stick with the shooter, okay?
Yeah, it was just offside, just this side of nose, just the side of nose. So I was like, it's good.
See if Scott McDonald gives this a bit of a chance.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Hard.
Really close. Oh, and he goes underneath. Fortunately, that was the wrong way to miss it. So that'll be a steal of 1 point for Mark KEAN here in the third end of play. He will jump to a 2-1 lead over Cody MAUS.
A little bit. I'm surprised.
In our other Seaside semifinal game between Mark Bice and Sebastian Rubillard.
I like tight.
They are currently tied at 1 after 3 ends of play.
Oh, I thought we had it.
Mark Bice and his quartet of former Ontario champions.
Solid, clean, Colin. It's just losing it.
Well, 3 of them it did. Anyways, 3 of them played for Greg Baldston back in 2014.
got to get them out there or something. I don't know.
Scott Brandon coming up a little light on his draw to the 4-foot. This will give
Get it tight.
Jeff
Get it
Grant
tight.
the
Line's
opportunity
fine.
to throw up his corner guard.
Come on, guys. Let's go. I'm in. Come on. Go. Here, Jeff, works.
Well done by Jeff Grant. I've been really impressed with the way these teams have, they play real quick.
Okay.
And nobody seems to get into any time trouble towards the end of the games.
Losing it. Hard.
I've had plenty of time.
Hard. Room.
And when you get ice that's this keen, it usually takes, you know, a second here and a second there start adding up.
It's just so bad.
Both teams get 38 minutes of thinking time. So the clock does not start until the other team opponent's rock has come to a complete stop and they've cleared the ice. And then when you cross the back line, the clock is stopped.
Don't need 2 for line.
We're really light.
Scott Brandon makes a nice in-turn draw to the back 4-foot. Cody Moss is going to ignore it for now and get Jeff Grant to try to bury one around his corner guard.
You're good if you can get it in. Come on, Reed. Never stop, Wes. Never stop. Come on. Come on, piece of the gate. Go, 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 go. Good brush, bud. Well brushed. Good throw, Jeff.
Things there with Hack. I just like Hack. You get the guard, we roll for a center.
Brad Kidd going to be asked to try to just sliver past the corner guard and remove the Moss stone.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
This looks like it's coming off the line early. He may have the corner guard.
Oh, oh, oh.
And he just feathers that corner guard.
Put the guard back. Halfway.
I didn't see you on the broom down.
We'll come around. Yeah, that's it.
Well, he was fortunate enough that he his shooter stayed in the rings. Mind you, he moved it over a foot or two.
So I was wondering what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, no, I was definitely calling that come around. Just top 8.
Close. Line's good.
I think your intern's just soft, that it's not helping.
So it needs to curl a bit.
I know. Well, I
Can't really go.
straight again, then it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, line will be close.
Just loses it.
Halfway to tight.
Yep,
Just
we're
coming
there.
in sideways.
Okay, line's good. Don't need to finish. Don't need to finish.
Try to give you
Just
your
here.
out-turn then. It's just that spot, it's so
Okay.
curly.
Good throw, Wes.
Surprised that that Cody would get West to kind of throw up the corner guard here. Thought he might make a play, even make it go around the other center guard and sort of get buried.
Yeah, it really.
Brad Kidd here now going to try to play the run through. Well, I think he'll set this thing back.
Okay.
Ooh, he's fortunate not to
Same
take out
throw,
his own.
just 2 feet shorter.
Yeah.
Might be more.
Okay. Line's good. Clean it if you can.
West trying to repeat his first rock and get it up for a corner guard
Are you frozen?
without being deeper.
Very close to.
Then go. Scott's in if you're frozen. Right to it. Right to it.
Yeah. That's a disappointing miss for Wes. It's going to give Colin Dow the opportunity to make the double and even roll into the rings.
Peeling. Hair
Yeah.
low.
Well, it's they're pretty even, but Both of them will go easily, but his shooter may run out too, though.
Yep. Oh, oh. No.
Can he set this back?
All right.
That's a horrific miss.
Yeah, they keep
Control?
Well, that
passing
was,
chances back and forth here.
it was a bit of a gimme. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he didn't play the turn going into the rock. He was
Yeah.
trying to play the in turn with it, and
Yeah.
he set that back. You know, you're throwing the out turn at it. You know it's going to curl in there a tiny little
Yeah.
bit, and then you always make sure that the two rocks are gone.
Right.
Cody MAUS, the 32-year-old, originally hailing from Owen Sound, now living in Toronto.
Clean. Go. Yep.
I think he works as an agent for the Canada Border and Protection Services.
Hard to stick. Whoa, roll it. Roll it.
Oh, gee, close.
Guys, falling, dropping, breaking.
Wesley was close to burning that rock.
Big.
Roll them both.
Well, the boys might be a little nervous because obviously this is a little bit of foreign territory for them. You know, obviously Jeff Grant went down earlier.
Yeah.
You know, Wes Forget drops his broom, so you know, maybe they're showing their nerves in different forms.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Colin Dow trying to get some action on this thing.
Go, 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 go. Okay, good.
That's a pretty good shot, but I still think that
Solid
Scott
pack.
McDonald.
I mean, you just want to roll 2 inches buried, eh?
Yeah.
Any further, you're kind of behind the tee.
No, I know. No.
Like that.
Yep. Sure.
Good
Probably
hack.
could have thrown
Good
normal
hack.
at it, but could have thrown normal at it to get
Either that or roll
both
big.
of them over.
Yeah,
but
no,
I
for
was more
sure.
worried about
We'll
where to hit
see
it.
how it's coming down the ice.
Yeah. No,
Like that was a good spot.
yeah, it was close to being absolutely perfect.
Solid hack.
Hair thicker.
Just
goes
trying
right
to
on.
roll like a rock. Get 2 inches behind the guard. Then we're still above the.
Hair thicker.
above the
Hair
tee.
thicker. You actually stick.
If it's
in that.
rolling big,
Rolls
go
pros and
right
almost.
out to the side of the 12-foot.
Good throw. First one just took. Needed to take less ice.
Yeah, it's just hold.
It's really straight there. It's floating actually.
It is actually, yeah.
Crazy considering how much it curls.
Yes! Yes!
Heavy.
Yes! 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 Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes! Hard,
Hard.
guys, go!
Hard.
Yes! Yes, 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 no roll.
Sit there. Damn it. Right between.
Lock it on.
I think so. Just throw
Pretty
it.
good. It's better it rolled there than a rock shorter.
That's probably not great because then he could probably sit.
Really like
Yeah.
to throw, Cody.
And you're in trouble.
Yeah,
It's a good throw.
Just go there for now.
need a bit more ice. That was heavy.
Well, you'll have that one. You should have that one.
I'd hate to take more and have it not come up
Yeah,
in that spot.
that's
though,
pretty
either.
good.
I thought they could
Even there,
I
it's
thought they
pretty
could.
good.
Yeah, I thought
Hard to
they
get
could
rid of
hold
it there. For shot. We can be shot right here, right? So
Pretty good.
I just don't want him to be able
Better
to come
there
down
than
and
rock
tap
shorter.
it.
No, just dead right here.
Okay.
Just
Or
enough
rock
that
further.
it's always going
Edge of 8 then?
It was like there or 2 feet more. Not another foot more and not another foot less.
Yeah, I like that then. Okay. You guys like this? Freeze. The right one.
The only one we thought.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
So he's going to play the freeze here, Ian.
Okay.
And what are your
Yeah,
thoughts on
it's the
that?
Same.
No,
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
he said he could hit the open one.
Well, if he hits the open one, he's not conceding a deuce. If he hits some shorter rolls inside a little bit, I think Scott would still have to chase after it. There still may be a way to freeze the way out at the end.
A little light, I think. but it's pretty close.
This is extremely aggressive,
Line's good.
and he could miss it by a little bit and give
Same
Scott
line as
McDonald
earlier.
an opportunity just to tap it through the
Wait
hole
over.
down there, and now be laying. Now he's looking at 3. See, they're not saying anything, and this looks like it's going to go right to the hole. It may even go right into the hole.
Whoa, Cody, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Now, if Scott McDonald gets
God,
the
I'm
top
kidding.
of the 4-foot,
Here, eh?
Mark Keane's in a world of hurt.
Yeah, just bury 2 inches.
Very,
Right?
yeah, half. Not even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for second.
They didn't touch that the whole way
They
down.
didn't, no.
Scott told me not to
Yeah.
sweep. I could have got it, I swear.
That's
Okay, so it's
terrible.
It would be great if we could just bite the top of the button. Yeah.
We didn't need to sweep it at all. Not that they didn't do much.
Stay closer.
He's got about 3 or 4 inches less than Mark had, and he's trying to stay just on the top side of the, close to the center, almost biting the center. So maybe Scott McDonald's in-turn runs a little straighter than Mark Keane's.
Okay, bit of room.
Took a hair off, guys.
Bit of room.
Looks real hot.
Line's good.
Looks really hot.
Line's good. Okay, get it full 4.
Maybe not.
Taking a long time to curl.
Wes, you're gonna be in.
No, if you're heavy. We can't bounce. No. Jesus. Okay. Good try.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be that deep.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, he could have been biting the top 8 foot there and been in position. Like, to me, that's Mark Keane locks this on now, and that rock is going absolutely nowhere.
I mean, if you roll
And
here,
he might
it's not
even
gonna
Mark
be
Keane
low.
may be able to steal here.
Yeah.
Maybe. 'Cause yeah, he's going to be setting shot, right? We have to be just right here.
Maybe a good overhead view here. We can kind of see how much of the button there is and if there's
Ice
room
is
to
here,
move
we
that
need to go
stone.
there and- Oh, it can be. Yeah. Right on the nose.
Do you have an overhead there?
We could also hit it. Hey, can we hit? How close are they?
So I think there is enough room to move it a couple inches, and make sure your shot rock.
So we
As
can't
long as
hit
he's
it.
to the inside,
Can't hit it.
the rock is never going anywhere.
Well, I was just thinking. Yeah, let's throw this. Let's throw this same shot. Yeah. Is that more ice? Yeah. Because we need more ice for sure.
Look how much more ice he's got than Scott
just
McDonald.
freeze.
He's got
Yeah.
a good solid 6 inches or more.
I think it's there.
I got him as having more
They're
weight
wider,
than
though. Easy.
Scott,
Easy.
but he's out
Gotta
wider.
Get to nose. Gotta get to nose. Close. Close. Yep. Hard. Hold hard. Yes. Whoa.
Or did they
Close.
overcook it?
Yes. Oh. Whoa.
Hard to say who shot rock there.
Well, I think he can actually get to the inside with some heat and make sure that he gets at least
Okay,
one.
it's gone.
I don't think you can go into the 6. I think you're just doing this
I think so too.
with
Normal.
firm.
I like normal.
You think that springs far enough?
Got to make sure that
That's
it's
gotta go
springing.
2 feet.
That's all Cody is saying. You want to get it to spring out of the
If we get to
4-foot.
the nose, it does.
Okay, good normal.
Yeah, good
You
normal.
need to be huffing and puffing. It's a deuce at most. Deuce at
Nose
most,
or
for
hair
sure.
low.
There's a good shot of what
Good
Scott
normal, yeah.
McDonald is facing. He's going to try to come down and
Like
just hit the yellow stone about an inch across the face. Hopefully save his shooter for an extra point, and hopefully the yellow rock actually scoots just outside of the out of the edge of the 4-foot. The only thing he can't do is hit it high side.
Yeah! Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard! Yes!
Good looking shot.
Yes!
Good looking shot.
I think only one, eh?
Like
Just the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like one for sure.
One.
Wow.
That's my fault, guys.
Need more weight and closer.
Well,
to
that's
the
a
goal.
good shot by Scott McDonald to get the single anyways to tie this game up at 2.
For more weight.
You wouldn't want to give up a steal there.
No.
He just rolled too far. There.
Trading singles here. So after 4 ends of play, we have a 2-2 tie ball game here. And over on our other Seaside qualifying game, Sebastian Rubayar has jumped to a 3-1 lead in this game. And they are playing the 5th end. Well, that's probably the longest end we've played in a while. These guys over here.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That was.
Line's good. Scott's in the whole way.
It came down and weight too. It looked good.
Pretty close.
You guys
I'm not
said
sure we have to
board.
go.
It's over curling.
Oh, maybe it was solid. Okay. All right.
We're just
Let
touching
it
Cody.
stop. Just let it stop. Okay, Jeff. Hey, sweet.
Hair wider than we've been. Just a hair wider. It's in the good stuff now. It's in the good stuff. Line's perfect. Nice shot, Scott.
Scott Brandon's got nice control of his draw weight now. Mary, he seems to be keeping them all in front of the tee line.
Whoa line, whoa line, whoa line.
We're close.
No.
Cody Moss is going to get
Okay, there it goes.
Jeff Grant to try to
Yeah, Wes is definitely
warp
in.
one in here, try to get a corner frozen, or maybe even go around it.
No, we're past these. We're T line.
Wes. Well. Whoa, you're good. Okay.
A little deeper than when Cody would originally like to have it, but it's going to force Scott Brandon to try to come down and freeze onto it.
Yep. Hard. Room. Whoa then. Yep. Hard.
Good looking shot coming here.
Oh. That 2 dot just goes hair more. Every
Try to freeze the pocket. Top 8.
time.
Nice and quick here, Wes.
Well, not quite getting there, Mary, and now it's going to give Wes Forget the chance to freeze in the pocket and make Mark Keane's life a little bit more difficult.
I think we're a little bit less than yours.
No.
A little bit less.
Light's okay here.
Can't go.
And Wes is being a little bit challenged with some of his draw
I don't know
weight.
what to do with this.
Might be a little keener than what he's used to here. Okay. That was butt ugly.
Just back line.
I think Wes should have
How's that look?
faked an injury before he threw that one.
Not overthrowing it. 'Cause
This is going to give Mark Keane an opportunity to chap the MAUS stone through and be in really, really good shape for multiple points.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, Scott, go, hard. Hard! That's fine. It's fine, Brad.
Well, he almost repaid the favor right back.
That was just a lot of weight.
Man.
Hack. Hack, wait.
I think West Forget now is just going to try and get some shape here, try to nose this center stone and even flop in an inch or two just to take the angles away from Mark KEAN.
Close. No.
Jeff, you're going to have to go on this.
Jeff.
Wow,
Jeff,
this is high side too.
Jeff. Gotta get to nose. Gotta get to nose.
Oh, he just gets to the nose.
Yeah. Sigh of relief for
Yeah.
Wesley.
They're heavy.
You gotta wait on them.
I think nose is good. Same weight. Similar weight. What you threw is hack.
I don't know if he spiked it or what, but
Well, this is one of those shots where Mark KEAN,
it looked
with Brad Kidd here, could take a bit of a shot and try to clip the MAUS stone at the back of the forefoot.
Colin.
Oh, no, does not want to do that.
Go, Cody, go.
Well,
That was interesting.
Half on.
Top 8. Block it on.
well, they're just struggling a little bit. I think everybody's just sort of poking them back a little
Yeah.
bit, and they need to be a little bit of a soft release down that side. It's running just a little bit
Yeah,
more.
we can't pounce. Can't be around. Top 12 fine.
The games tonight are on sheets I and K.
Try and lock one on top 8.
And all our games tomorrow from here on in will be on sheet L,
In 2 feet.
which has been our TV sheet for most of the week. There, Mary.
Tight guard. 2 feet up rings. Okay.
I think Cody's going to try and get one around corner frozen to
Line's a little tight. Line's good.
the KEAN stone in the top 8 foot.
Line's good.
Close, West.
Yep, line.
Yep. Low. Yep. Hard line. Hard, West.
I think he's got lots of weight though too, doesn't he?
Whoa.
Curl and die. Curl and die.
That's too much weight. That's just
Okay.
this is going to once again give Mark KEAN the opportunity to actually
Heavy.
play the
Heavy
double
and
here and be in exceptional shape.
That was T-line.
Once again, Cody MAUS, he's better to be short of the rings
Yeah.
than what he just did.
Sure.
And Mark KEAN does have a couple of biters
Okay.
as well.
You know, he's at least 3 or 4 feet heavy there.
What? No! No! Never! Right off! Brad!
Wow, the
Brad! Hard!
guys are really challenged here right now.
Ever. I'm really surprised.
Okay.
Pretty much got a tuck a piece now, eh? He's got that double.
Yep.
Oh. Take 2
It's
inches
like, no,
more,
you
eh?
have a good hand. No, you have a good hand. No, no, it's your turn.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
enough
really,
room?
I think so. Yeah, we know how to manage the spot.
really a
up,
little
so.
surprised at the last few
I wouldn't, let's
shots.
do another inch just to make
Well,
sure.
this is one of the things that the sweepers have to keep second guessing when they need to sweep.
Right.
You know, it's like you want to go, okay, no,
We need
keep
to
being
do
devil's
something
advocate to
decided.
yourself.
He's got the double off the blue on the side. So if we're short again, then he's playing that.
I don't know. That's his. That's probably, we'll get a good hog-to-hog time on this one here. I think it might be as keen as we've seen it here all week.
Clean if you can. Whoa. More line.
Line's good. Broom down.
More line right now.
Broom down. Line's good.
It's clean. Whoa.
Whoa, then off, Wes. Off. Let it die. Let it dig.
That's 15-3 hog-to-hog.
I don't care. Go.
And they barely laid a broom to it.
Yep.
And he's coming around frozen to his own.
Good.
Tap it. What's that?
What?
You really like what?
Oh, yeah? All right.
So this is earlier on one of our shows, Mary. This is that
What do you like?
that situation where I was saying to you, so much play's been down the one track. Now, if all of a sudden Colin goes over to this other side, it's kind of out in the marbles. And we'll see if his team kind of picks up on that. And
Just tap it here.
In 4 weeks.
I don't mind hack. Throw hack. Throw hack.
Well, it's a good thing you're done, because I wouldn't want to hear you whine anymore.
Colin Dow, 29-year-old from Ottawa, Ontario. Going to try to throw the intern hack later. Going hard to get it by. Going hard.
Okay. Nice when we make a shot, son.
Straight guard the one.
Yeah, I guess. Or just even half of it.
Or do you want to? Do you ever come down right to it? Lock that on.
Real tight. Throw for real tight.
Sure.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
With our guard half that good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, I like
it's
that.
for sure.
Well,
4
Mark
feet
Keane
faster
is going to have to come up large
than-
for his
you're
team
throwing for a
here.
halfway guard.
Uh,
This is kind of like
So 4 feet faster. In this
there's
spot.
no real good
6.
spot for Scott McDonald and Cody Moss to put this. I think he's just going to try to throw a tight guard, and then Mark Keane will probably come down and
We're trying
try to
guard
freeze to
half
the Moss stones
Missed over
just
here.
in the side of the button.
Come on, we've seen it 3 times in a row and we still miss it way wide.
As deep as frozen. Really, yeah.
That's yeah.
Keep it clean if you can.
The first one, that's why I wanted to dial it down. If you threw the exact same weight, which is what he threw, it was hack. On the first one. Yeah.
Line's a little tight.
Line's good.
Okay, line's good. Line's good.
I'm just worried if we
Wes,
make
you're
that,
in
then he just
still.
locks another one in.
Easy. Looks like it's cruising.
But
Just freeze it. Wes, you're still in. Wes, you're still in. Freeze it. No. That's pretty good. Real nice. Good
That's a
spot.
great shot by Scott McDonald. Well placed.
do you think you can get this and move that?
Pretty good spot. That was even. I felt like
No.
I was coming out halfway guard with that. So
That's actually right on nose. You might stick it here.
We are in the 5th end of play here in our
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stand
one
away
of
from
our
you.
2 feature semifinal matches of the Seaside at the Recharge with Milk Ontario Men's Tankard.
I'm kind of worried about this not getting that out of there.
One other game is into its 5th end break, and Sebastian Rubiar has a 3-1 lead over Mark Bice at the moment. Bice having the hammer going into the 6th end.
If anything, I'd like nose on that, but I think nose just goes nut there. Well,
Mark Keane here,
where does it go through the hole?
former Ontario men's champion.
You like
up
MAUS?
against Cody Moss.
Opens it up. We got a score. A score one, yeah.
I remember years ago, about 10 years ago,
like
Cody
this.
Moss, I thought he was going to be the next Glenn Howard.
Is that right?
Oh, I did. When
Nose
this
or hair
when this
low?
kid
Or high?
just came out of junior, he just didn't miss.
His hair high.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah. And then I think job and family and all those things kind of
Yeah.
start getting in the way, and
Yeah.
got away from the game, and here he is coming back. So it's nice to see him back, and found a nice home here with Scott McDonald.
Just opens it
They've
up.
got a great team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's he doing here, Ian? He's just gonna.
I think he's going to try to nose this rock, and actually, if he can double the top one off and jam his stone on third shot stone, then then Cody's got a choice to make.
Curl.
Great shot, because now he's second and third, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah.
Good sweep, boys.
Our team at Title Sports Live is going to show us the replay. Great sweeping by these guys. Nice release. Good call all the way
Just
down.
curl the hair, eh?
Makes contact.
Open that blue.
Gets the double. This is interesting. Actually, that's a great shot by Mark Keane. Now all of a sudden,
Full force, split center.
2 was into play.
Bite the top 4 is great, guys.
And if Cody's not careful, 3 might be in play.
Yeah. This was the first.
If he can get this totally buried at the top of the button, that would be a marvelous outcome.
Yeah, just remember how mine ran out here.
Yeah.
But he's kind of venturing out into that middle of the 12 foot, which I think we've seen
Say 2 feet
earlier
more,
in the
because maybe
week.
you want a little bit more.
You know, the draws have run really, really straight.
Top 4.
Scott McDonald here throwing the in-turn draw.
Line's good.
Close, Jeff. Oh,
Jeff
Go ahead if
Grant
you need
and
to. Need
Wesley
piece of the
Forget,
floor.
men in the brooms.
Yep, line. Hard.
Looks like they got nice line.
Come on, hard. Hard. Come on,
Oh dear.
really hard.
Oh
really
dear.
hard.
You got to
Really
spin
hard.
it in for.
Really hard. Shooter, shooter, shooter. Okay. Good brush.
That might be the only blessing for him.
I think you play it. Is it risky if you touch the 8, I guess? Yeah.
Just a tiny bit light on that, eh? He was about 3 feet light on weight.
Okay.
He probably gets by.
There. There it is. What kind of weight are you thinking? So I'm thinking we probably need that much ice, don't we?
So Mark thinks he can get at this shot rock.
Okay.
Just like a back 8,
Yep.
back 12 weight.
I'm not sure about that. You know what? He just threw the in-turn hit right in that spot.
That blue one.
So I think the double is available to him.
Yeah, I looked at that too,
Maybe
but
so
I think he's a little worried.
Yeah. Back line.
You know, there's a good shot of it right there from our guys.
What's
That, yeah, maybe he has a little bit more room than I was thinking. Mark Keane, the final stone of this 5th end of play. Men's Seaside semifinal at the Men's Recharge with Milk, Ontario Provincial Tankard.
Shot for 2 here.
Whoa. Close. Close.
Uh-oh.
Scott.
Looks like it's running,
Scott.
not moving at all. And that's going to be a steal of 1 point for the Cody Moss team. So at the completion of 5 ends of play, Cody Moss will lead 3 points to 2 over Mark
I like the
Keane.
throw, Cody.
And we're going to take a little 5-minute recess here as we go into the break with the guys.
No, I'm just
They're doing a good
So
job.
please sit back, get your cocktail on this Friday evening, and stay with us for the last 5 ends of play.
I like tap better.
Well, welcome back here to the Summit Center here in Huntsville, Ontario. We have the last half of our Recharge with Milk Men's Ontario Tankard Seaside semifinal game here this evening between, or final game, sorry, between Cody Moss and Mark KEAN. One other game on top here tonight with Sebastian Rubiar leading Mark Bice at the moment at 3-1.
Well, we've had a tight match here so far, Ian, but not always because they're making the greatest shots. There've been a few misses.
Well, they really seem to struggle with the ice that end. Like, and everybody seemed, I don't know. It's I'm starting to get a little bit of a theory here that coming this way, I'm just wondering if it might be a tiny bit quicker. And you know, I've never really thought about it, but the rocks seem to be coasting this way, and there's probably been more rocks in the back of the rings coming this way than going away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also seen a lot of people, though, a lot of shots being missed on the high side. You know, of hits, little taps.
Well, it might be a little straight, like, you know, just in this spot here on that outturn path coming home, towards us at the away end on the fifth end. It just seemed to be really, really straight. So Cody Moss gets Jeff Grant to throw his first stone in the forefoot as he throws it on the edge of the button. Scott Brandon throws the corner guard, and now Jeff Grant going to throw up a little tight center guard.
Let's go, Wes. Come on, Wes. As far as we can go.
Good, good, good. Go, Jeff.
I am too. That came down a little bit more, you know. Yeah.
Scott Brandon going to play the draw here.
Yep. Gotta go. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. You're not on it.
Wow, and this is just this intern going home.
Look at that.
It just walks across the sheet. They're out there in the edge of the 12, in the middle of the 12-foot, and it's still getting in there easily. It's coming out the other side.
Good throw here, Wes.
You know, you can say that this is 5 feet of curl towards the middle in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy!
Nice job to the ice crew.
Down,
You can't complain with this.
Yep. Yes, gotta go.
Curling and KEAN.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Hard, Jeff.
Great combination.
West Forget trying to get this one in there.
Okay, top 8.
Weight's good. Mate, biting 4.
No, just let it stop now.
Nice scrubbing by Jeff Grant.
Had to go for one.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe a rock deeper than he would have liked.
Wes, it was close if we didn't have to go. Hey,
Yeah, I don't mind throwing a little more, like hack.
is that the ice going or is that you a bit?
Yeah. Hack.
Great. Is that you or is that the ice curling a bit more then? I thought it was straight. Okay. Because that was the same ice Cody had on me for the draw.
Oh.
The going in the fourth.
Yep.
Right?
Oh. Yes. Hard. Whoa.
Brad Kidd going after this, going to try to jiggle them around, try to get some angles working for him. Does a pretty good job. It kind of springs open a little bit, and this is going to give West Forget the opportunity to play a little lightweight hit and maybe flop right back in there.
Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Hard! Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, that's still a great shot. Real nice position.
Same.
That's a real neat size. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Hard.
Oh, I'm not sure this is getting by.
It's out, Cody. It's out.
That almost looked like it.
The P word?
You may have picked. I don't know.
Just on the edge.
Yeah, it wasn't the same throw. Was he less
Just
weight?
as fast down here.
He just
Okay, halfway to
just didn't
tight.
look like you threw it the same. A little softer.
Yeah, halfway to tight.
Yeah, it looked close.
Akin to
Looks
it.
like Cody is just going to put a guard on this, Ian.
Well, Cody's now going to try to take advantage of that miscue from Brad Kidd and throw up a relatively tight center guard.
Go, Jeff.
But this intern is just going wild on him,
Hard until the hog line.
and it's this is gonna over curl.
I know. I just want to keep it straight.
That's unfortunate because that's
Yeah.
going to give Mark KEAN the opportunity to hit and get back inside there. I'm thinking that Cody MAUS might have rolled the sod over on that one a little bit.
We gotta keep our brooms down. We're losing things early. Like things that are curling early. If the way it's supposed to.
I think hack.
Same thing.
I
with
think we need more ice there, I think.
Just hack weight here for Colin.
My one that when we came here.
A little inside flop.
Yep.
I think it's really. I
agree. It's curling more. I think it's curling a foot more. I think we just
Whoa, close. Whoa.
about 6 inches more.
Whoa.
8 inches more.
Yep.
Oh. Yep.
And this was not moving.
This is going to jam on his back one.
That's what I mean, Ian. I was saying there's a lot of shots missed by, by hitting on the high side. We're just not getting that finish.
Well, it's funny. I was almost thinking that
That hack we threw down here a couple ends ago.
that maybe the blue rocks were actually curling more,
We're
but
not going to get too queued
no,
up.
they've both been sort of going sideways in this spot, but
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not sure why the KEAN rocks seem to be running that much straighter. It must be the differences in the release.
Maybe, yeah. Again, passing the torch back and forth here.
Close.
Whoa.
Close.
Cody MAUS would just love to even almost just nose this. If he can just roll a foot over, he's going to have Mark KEAN in a little bit of trouble.
West, go.
Oh, God, look how this is hanging out. You know what? There's a run right along.
Gotta be.
There's a run because that's what they were getting caught on coming this way, though, too. Got to be right there along the edge of the button.
It was really heavy.
Must be sort of it's almost like the flat part of the bottom. I think the sheet might be a little bit dished, and then in the bottom there it's flat. And they're getting caught, when they get outside there, and it sort of comes off the hill a little bit.
Right.
Oh. No, leave it.
See what this one does.
Nope.
Colin Dow trying to get one in here, get a second stone in here. Oh, and he's done a great job.
Terrible. Yeah.
Still think that's going to give Scott McDonald the opportunity to.
It's not like it's an easy. It's not an easy freeze for him though.
Just releasing this.
I figured
Yeah,
he'd
that's
come
why
down
it's
and
not.
freeze to it and just try to stay shot rock.
I don't like
Only
the
problem is that it is going sideways. You'd almost have to be on the blue and to make that freeze perfectly.
I like kind of back line at this.
I'm wondering if you can almost corner freeze the top one better.
Forgot my gloves in the chamber.
And then he's going to do the same thing back to you.
You think he can get around that enough, Ian?
Oh, I think
It's
he can get
overburied.
around. I think it just gets going sideways in there.
Yeah.
Back line. Like that. We got to make a decision. Scott, we're short on time.
You know, at the same token, you know, Cody Moss has got to play the scoreboard here.
Yeah, he's paying.
I'm just wondering if the shot might be to throw a hack waiter and nose that back one,
Back 12. Just wanna
then
release
see
this
what
one.
Mark Keane does, and then you might have an opportunity to freeze out at the end.
Oh, wait.
So what's the call here? Is he just playing the freeze?
You know, the other shot that's not a horrid shot is actually, well, you got to be careful. You could play the double off your own and try to go into the side of the other top one.
I've just gone to no back press.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I've just gone to no back press.
Okay, close.
Try to slide the same speed and then
Close.
just give it
Whoa,
a
whoa, not curling yet. There she goes. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes. Whoa, whoa. Yes. Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no.
There's a lot of bounce.
Pretty good.
Well, the beauty of that is that
Yeah.
if Mark tries to get to the inside there, he will give him something to freeze on.
Right.
Sit two.
He can get to
Curl
it.
a half an inch. Good, really good weight.
I'm trying to get there
Sorry.
and go under, I guess, and make a good freeze. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what else there is. Board?
I like board. Board should finish in the nice
I
around
think that's nice there. You can go a little less if you want.
So Mark is just going to come down here with board weight. Try to just cross this blue one.
Well, I think if he noses it, I'm not sure what the option is for Cody.
Just so we can try and sit two, right?
If he noses it, he's gonna be shot rock. He'll be
Unless
third
we
shot
want to stay
rock.
involved with it.
Cody might have to.
Yeah.
Cody would probably have to throw the guard, hoping he can't get another stone in there.
Close. 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 Real close, yep. Yes! Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
Lock it on, Cody.
I think that's about as good a situation as Scott McGonigal could have asked for.
I guess?
Now he's got something to freeze to, and it's almost essentially the identical shot that he just
What do you
threw.
like here, Scott? Like,
And if he makes that freeze, I'm not sure how Mark Keane is going to get his point.
On the inside.
That's why I thought it was more important to try to nose that stone. And so there were two sides from which he could get chased out of.
The biggest thing is keep it in front of that yellow. We don't want to bounce off.
Might have been the shot, actually.
Yeah. Not that that was any easier.
No, it's a precise shot. You're right.
Cody, I need just a hair last.
I think you're right. I think that was probably. But he's got to make a good freeze here still.
So that last one was about back 12, right?
Tap the rules, right? Double.
Yeah.
Maybe make it good.
Makes it good and we'll find a way to get one.
close for line.
No.
Clean it. Whoa. Clean it. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy.
Whoa. Whoa.
The only thing he can't do is just chap off. They just can't.
Yes.
Close.
The line looks really good. They're going to lose the line unless they
Hard.
sweep.
Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Does that leave him something?
Well, I think it did. I think it. They kind of lost it towards the end. They could have maintained a better angle than now. I think there's a little chap and lie here for Mark Keane for a second point.
Back eight's good. Okay, so what are we thinking? There? A little less?
I'll call the rate off if it needs to walk.
Okay. Go hair less if you want. Yeah.
I mean, I could have kept it a hair closer to nose to make it a little better.
It's all weight sensitive, really.
Yeah, I don't want
Trying to throw back 8. Yeah.
Lucky we stayed second shot anyway.
There you have it. Listening to Mark Keane, he's going to try to throw back 8 and
Like
try
a
to
4?
chisel that blue moss stone out of there. Roll to the other side of the button and get his second point.
Okay.
Pretty tough not to get one. Come to the pocket.
Got to be really careful not to overthrow this, because I think the only time it's really curling is was with sort of dead weight.
Yeah.
Easy then. Easy. Easy. Close.
Here it comes.
Close. Scott, maybe.
Oh, he's going to have to go on this. That's trying. Looks like it's going to be a steal of 1 point for the Cody Moss crew here.
Good judge on that.
At the end of six ends of play, it will be 4-2 for Cody Moss.
Jesus.
He wasn't far away from being perfect there, Mary.
I know. Curls
Just
a
a-
couple more inches.
Well, just maybe a foot more weight than he wanted.
Yeah.
About 10 seconds
Because if it
behind
curls
them.
easily another inch, he's got that perfectly. And in our other semifinal game out here, there have been 2 blank ends in a row, so Sebastian Rubiar still leads 3-1 over Mark Bice.
I thought it was. I thought it
Mark
was a
Bice is
it out there.
looking rather pretty
You're
this
good.
end so
Top
far.
4.
2 steals in a row for the Moss crew.
I got her.
Jeff Grant trying to get this stone onto the top of the forefoot, and great scrubbing by their front end.
Looks in. Right off.
You know, you're down points. The one thing you need are
guards.
rocks in play, especially guards. Looks like he's going to sink into the rings here. Team won't be happy about that one, because it just means Cody Moss can just go into a hitting mode for the balance of the end, and being up 2 points, he feels like he can burn off another end.
Well, Ian, maybe what your theory is true. That it's quicker this way. I mean,
Maybe on that sheet. I don't.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a huge mistake going that far into the rings on a guard.
Correct. Yeah, like that's.
You know, like players at this level just seems a little suspect.
That's good.
Like you can.
Well, this is. Cody Moss is just going to get West Forget to peel this rock off, and they will be in the defensive mode for this end.
Clean.
A little extra handle on this peel to make sure that it spins all the way off.
Really nice.
Do you know what Wesley does when he's between games and he's trying to relax, Ian?
I think I know, but I'll let you fill me in.
He knits.
Really?
Yes. Did you know that?
Might be the first male I know that knits. So.
Well, last year in Coburg, I saw him sitting in the stands knitting away.
No, just leave it. Just leave it.
Well, have you asked for your sweater yet? Does he do Christmas sweaters?
Yeah, the ugly Christmas sweater.
I like this.
Normal. Yep.
Well, Brad Kidd slides into the rings trying to throw up the corner guard, and once again, Wes Forget. Here's where I'm not sure. This is when you're up 2 points. You start getting too many rocks in the rings. So, you know, for Mark Keane, he could even throw a tight center guard here, and I'm not sure what Cody MAUS would do.
Right. Wouldn't be able to peel it from either side.
Just tight toe clip.
For Cody MAUS, he's the happiest guy in the world to start playing in the rings.
They're probably good to head down.
Yep. Okay.
That just creates a little bit more separation there for Cody MAUS to pick this rock out of play.
It's only 4-2. Said it's only 4-2. Just go throwing like it's blowout. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Clean. Clean.
Great shot by Cody MAUS. Now it's going to be whether Mark Keane can manufacture a deuce out of this. He could throw the wide in-turn draw all the way around to the back of the 4 foot, or back 8 foot.
Just freeze.
Nice toss.
Colin Dow trying to get out to the broom there. Looks like he was sliding a little tight.
Okay. Line's good. Line's good. Play the weight. Hard. Yep. Whoa.
Don't want to get too much separation.
Okay. Pretty good.
Kick it, Cody.
Yep.
I'm going to try to pick it out of here. Probably wouldn't mind taking the blue one with it.
Yep. Whoa.
Uh-oh, I think he set this one back. Little extra handle too, and I think,
Curl a whisker.
wow.
Fancy.
Cody about to go touch some wood.
Yeah.
Never a doubt. Couldn't do it if I was trying.
Okay, go then.
Oh, you're okay halfway down.
Colin Dow going to try to get this thing locked on.
From yesterday when he came.
No, he's going to come up a little late this time.
Okay.
Frank's crotching spinners a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Like spinners, yeah.
Like what-
Yellow first and
Yellow first. Yep. Stay with the shooter. In-turn, halfish.
I think hit a third of the yellows pretty good.
Sorry?
Hit a third of the yellows pretty good, I think.
Okay.
Scott McDonald just going to pick this stone out and possibly even crotch with his own and stay right there. Otherwise, he may spin right off.
Third right now.
Oh. Curl.
Yeah, I already did a draw there. You have to? Why? Oh, I'm just asking. What do you think? Like,
Well, what are your thoughts here, Mary?
Right?
Do you draw or do you hit and roll?
Do you get what?
Well,
Real thin to get some.
Yeah, I already just
obviously
put
it's
a hit and roll.
probably easier to just throw the draw.
It's just hard. That hit and roll is really hard.
Sure. Let's just drop it.
It's our only chance at 2, yeah.
Make it big. If he freezes, you might have a double.
Yeah, he's not going to guard or anything, so.
Okay, like just follow him. Close to it.
Well, if you made a really good draw, would Scott McDonald try
Might
to,
be not
would he
enough.
throw it like just bite the top 12
Okay.
or bite 8, even bite the 8 foot right in line with that stone?
It's our only chance at 2. Okay. My last one would have been close, or was it back 8? 12 back there?
4 back 8.
Okay. Okay. So let's give it a little lesson.
These guys are working this hard.
Weight looks nice.
Brad Kidd and Scott Brandon trying to get this thing totally buried if they can. Oh, great job. Great scrubbing, guys. 1576 on that one.
I don't think this will do
Nice
much,
job,
Scott.
nice sweep.
This
Give
is
you
what
an
I
inch of
wondered
ice.
if he'd play this short run back at it, Ian.
Cody. Or
Okay.
middle.
Okay.
Thanks.
Back.
Peel.
Man, you're killing there. And it never been guard.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, be ready, Wes.
Line goes.
Let's hope this is the spot that falls a little bit.
Yeah, we just gotta hope he sets it.
Yeah. He's usually tightening to it.
Usually tighten out, but
Yeah.
if he's out too much, it will.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really tight.
Yeah. Yes! Hard! No, 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 no!
Good.
Sweep.
Just straight draw, really. Is that
1
enough
inch.
ice?
Not even.
Is that enough ice?
I think go inside.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah. Actually threw it pretty clean, too.
Same weight?
Shoot.
I sure can pick him.
Is that? Okay.
Nice shooting.
Thanks. Almost got the bonus, eh?
Yeah. That would have been something.
No. Just need to give him a chance in it, so.
Yeah, I like the throw. I thought that was pretty much right where you let it go. I thought it was the inside inch the whole way.
I think it's there. Stay close for line. Close for line. Easy. Oh, close. 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 Whoa. Stay close.
Tap it a bit.
14 and a quarter. That should be lots of weight. He's got enough. He's got great line. He taps it. So that'll be a score of 1 point for Mark KEAN here at the conclusion of the 7th end of play. Cody MAUS will lead by a score of 4-3.
All right, boys. Let's get 2 good guards up.
In our other keys final matchup here on Seaside, Sebastian Rubayar maintains a 3-2 lead with the hammer, playing the 8th end.
So Cody MAUS up 1 here with in the 8th. Would love to score a couple here.
Well, at the end of the day, you got to make sure you score your one.
And felt
Yeah.
good about themselves in that ice cream sundae party after the game.
Yeah, you can go. It's soft. Just let it stop. Let it stop once it's over. Okay. 19.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Pretty hard on this ice.
We're close for weight.
Weight only. Line's never an issue.
Okay. We're just a hair wider.
Off then. Off then.
I think you might be on it, Wes.
No, not Wes. Scott. Full 8. Come on, guys. Go. Come on, just get it full 8. Not another guard. Come on.
Got
Jeez.
Brandon throwing up
Okay.
the center guard,
Cody
and
just died.
Jeff Grant putting one perfectly, actually. Just right in the top of the 8-foot. Perfectly buried.
Jeez.
Weight was never an issue for most
When they switch on their own. On the 6 feet of curl side.
Yeah.
When line means shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You throw a double guard here, Ian.
Gotta go.
They come around.
Gotta go.
Oh, looks like he's calling the
Hard
guard.
line.
I think you have to go with the double guard. You need to force play here.
Yeah. Oh, this is over curling. Ugh. Not what they wanted.
I think we go.
Want to throw
Well,
the same turn or the end?
The interesting part of it is that
The guard's not in play. Full 8. Top 4.
Jeff, same weight's really close.
I'm not even sure I would go in.
We'll keep a broom down.
I might just throw one to the wings deep somewhere.
Yeah.
Just a touch more.
Okay. Easy, guys. Easy. It looks like it's cooking.
We're not that bad, Cody.
Okay, make it good. Touch a 4-foot.
How's line?
Line's great. You're in the whole way. Touch a 4-foot.
Wait, whoa. We're still gliding, West. Whoa. Just me. Just me.
Looks
No,
like
not
it's
yet,
here.
not yet.
Looks like it's here. Whoa. Oh, good one. Really good.
It ran
Nice
a little
eyes,
bit
guys.
better. Nice shot.
Jeff Grant
We're okay
making a
on the
nice
rock,
draw
we're
in there to
okay on the rock
protect
deep,
the 4-foot.
Think you get tapped out at all?
Perfect.
And those guards aren't really helping Mark KEAN at this moment.
they have to deal with
Actually,
it.
his
They
best
don't
shot
think
might
they
be
can
trying to
help
throw the in-turn all the way around the whole pile here. Yep. You know it'll walk right in there.
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Well, he can use these 2 blue rocks as guards.
Oh, 100%. And then also the guards out front. So
Right.
big shot here for Brad Kidd.
Where? Sounds slower here. Yep, Scott in. Hard. Keep going. Never.
It's kind of outside of the curl there, isn't he?
Go, Scott. I know if it's deep, but it's got a curl. Yeah, it's just
8 hours straight, that's all.
yeah, no.
Third's good. Thick third.
I know.
Nice
You're working
throw
hard.
So Wesley going to play the peel here. Think he can get them both?
Yep.
Guy that can throw it really hard and accurate. This
Yeah,
is what you're looking for.
Okay.
Oh God, that's not what you wanted.
I think he would have liked to squirt that one in, Ian.
Well, I think even if you left the one peel, like
Yeah.
just got to pick the one off and didn't touch the other one.
Do you want to make a pocket back here? Okay.
Sorry? It was.
Once again, the ice here at the
Close. Yep.
Canada Summit Center has been nothing but stellar this week.
Hard. Gotta go. Never off.
These guys are
Never
kind of get
off.
to showcase their talents out here.
Yeah.
Good sweep.
Well, that's a good shot, though, by Brad Kidd.
Good sweep, guys.
Wes Forget here being asked just to peel that off.
Clean. Nice throw, Wes.
I got it.
The only problem right now is that, yellow is laying 2 by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm.
Played the out turn to guard it. This one curls so much, I just think it's easier, yeah. Okay.
He's guarding
Halfway.
the trying it across the top, right?
Yes, we are.
Gotta give it a good run, otherwise we're gonna be looking at a bungle.
It'll run through there. I mean, even if you're here quick, you'll roll both of them this way.
I mean, I'm talking about if he guards the yellows, we're going on to the blue.
I mean, if you overclose the hair, I think we go blue on you.
Do you like that ice?
Yeah.
So Colin Dow going to play the guard here.
See, like most of the blue air on the side of the yellow makes his life really tough.
Hopefully keep Cody Moss peeling for a while.
Maybe a thin half even.
I don't mind.
Well, not rocking the top 8 foot now is actually that earlier in the end where it was a real good spot to put it. Now it doesn't look like it is such a good spot to put it.
Let it sit.
Because that rock's hurting Cody now.
Gotta sit. Sit.
If this thing curls off, I think Cody may have to take a run, try to run that stone back. Yeah, he can totally see it. That center guard is virtually useless.
It's moving a lot.
It's going to give Cody Moss a chance to try to run this back and
throw.
double off both KEAN Yellowstones. Lay 3.
2/3 to half.
And we're starting to get late in the end with stones, so Mr. KEAN may have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here somewhere.
Yep.
Hard.
Yes!
Gotta go. Gotta
Yes!
go. Gotta go. I meant an inch more.
Well, you moved the broom on yourself.
They were like this?
Shoot. Shoot.
Water back here.
Okay, guard.
Colin Dow going to try to walk this around the moss stone in the top 8 foot there and try to get frozen on it.
Leave it, guys. Guys, leave it.
No, and he's already tight. He's curled past that. That's going to slide into the rings, and this is going to give Cody Moss another run at the double.
Similar throw.
I think he actually called that, Ian, just a tight
Should've
guard.
finished it.
I wondered if a better
He
shot
should've
was to
finished
come
it.
around.
That's quite a bit more. Scott.
Well, if
That's quite a bit more. Just inside edge.
if Cody Moss makes this shot, we're going to be at the poker table, and I think Mark Bice is going to have to shove all in.
Got that for you.
I don't think they are. He'll have any other choice because Cody could be laying 4 here.
Whoa.
Oh, he just misses it. Well, he's still alive.
You are. Not by much. He wouldn't have to go far enough, too.
Yeah. We can go here.
Might be his only shot right now is to go
We
there.
can throw a guard. And then what's he doing? Like, I think so. And then then we can figure out what we want to do after, right? I like it. And if he runs it into this, then we play the freeze. Guard.
Well, by
right
throwing
there
the
is good.
guard, it's going to give Scott McDonald one free run back.
Really fast
And if he
skating.
clips the KEAN stone, then Mark KEAN's going to, once again, he's going to have to shove all in, because if he
Right.
gets, he
Yeah.
drops 3 or 4 here, the game is over. He's got
It's
that.
okay, I'll get
He's got the wide out turn,
Yeah.
but they're going to be guessing at ice and weight, and that's
Right.
going to be a little bit challenging.
Yeah, halfway's good. Just get it to center line.
But because he's got that tight stone, I think if he throws the guard here, he may give Scott McDonald the opportunity to actually play the in-turn around and tap through and lay 3 or 4. And then regardless of whatever Mark does, Scott McDonald, Cody Moss have got their tight rock that they can run
Right.
Two is good. Sick.
in. Look at this thing. It just keeps walking over.
Yeah.
We'll get a shot from sort of the hack position, and we can look down the ice to see what he can see.
Just get shot.
There we
Yep,
go.
Full 4.
Just need to be more positive to get it. keep
Touch
it
the
out
center line's pretty good,
there. It's just
Scott.
hard when you're trying to throw it so slow.
Right there's good. There's better than there.
Okay, spin it. It adds like 10 feet.
If he can bite the top 4 foot here without over curling,
Drawing in.
it's a great shot.
What happened?
Half buried.
And he actually might have to. Well,
Okay. Sure.
I almost think he may have to go deeper than that. Actually, just full 4.
Just be on top of it the whole
'Cause
way,
his-
guys, okay?
The only shot Mark's going to have is going to come
can't
down
be
or sort
on
of
with that curl.
chisel him over and roll him behind, but then it's
Just
going to give
losing-
Cody the
just
straight
losing
back
him.
on his own.
It's just going to get Western.
No.
And I'm trying to be
Line's a little tight.
as soon
Roll
as you
then.
do like
Roll
add
if you're
a
heavy.
rotation. As soon as you add rotation, it just
Let it
gets so much
work.
further.
Don't even look at it.
I don't know. Yep. No. Shot rock.
Wow, that's a pretty lucky break.
I don't think we make
He ends up throwing it really
No,
heavy, but he
just
ends up
coming here.
chapping
somehow, but
him throw it
the KEAN stone.
yeah.
in.
I'm gonna use
You know what for next time?
I would throw the same.
You know what for next time?
Out.
Chances are you're throwing it again.
Just freeze and give him one, I guess.
Gotta make better use of them.
You might, the way it goes crazy there's a chance it overcurls. You might get one. We already
Both
had-
teams are getting a little tight for time there, Mary.
Can't
You
be
get
here.
You can be here.
the
Yeah.
KEAN team down under 7 minutes. I know they still have both their timeouts left.
Yep.
There's still
Is it,
one rock in this end and then 2 ends to
is it
play.
better to throw this? It's not easy either.
Down in like top 4.
Do you need a timeout or?
So we're going to have a timeout here from the Mark KEAN team.
Yeah, but then he just comes
He's got a tap for 3.
Where is Vern KEAN when you need him?
Yeah, if we don't make this perfect. There's not
You think
bad.
he would have an opinion?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Deep Throat thinks you should
I gotta give you
play.
a chance to rock. I'm not doing that.
Well, where's he going to try and go here? Is he should, if he just throws it into the 4 foot, I'm not sure what Cody can do now. Like if he gets it in front of the tee line, like even if he bites the top thing, just gets shot rock.
Right.
pee after your shot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. The other Seaside final game going on right now. Sebastian Rubayar just scored 1 in the 8th to take a 4-2 lead, playing the 9th then. Mark Keane, his last stone is on its way here in the 8th. This looks like it's really curling.
Really hard.
Is it going to come out the other side? Try to see who shot stone here.
If it goes sideways, we'll hit it.
Who shot?
I think it's
Who shot?
I think it's yellow.
I don't know.
Doesn't
Or
change
sorry,
the
I
call.
think it's blue. From our angle, it's tough because we're not directly overhead.
Yeah, looks like blue to me.
Not sure. Play the.
3 or 4? 3?
It's the.
It's like a straight peel on the box. Or just take your one, rub one.
It's a drop or 2, Wes.
You know,
like
the other
the
thing he
steer,
could
but
do
if it
here
ever
is
stays
he could slash that blue stone in the
The most
in the
important thing
top
here is to
8 foot.
score.
I'm not
So
sure he could hurt
let's not
himself
do
in
something
any
that
shape or
would
form.
jeopardize that,
I
okay?
think he still
it's you.
gets one somehow.
You're right, Ian, and the benefits.
Well,
He
all of a
could
sudden
end
it
the game.
it could be game over.
Yeah.
You stuff that thing and make the double, and you get 4.
So my last one.
I'm not
you
sure
see
why
it
they're not
a foot
even
last, eh?
haven't even considered it.
Okay. Okay. Stay close, guys. I think so, Wes.
Easy line. Whoa, not yet, guys.
You can go.
Okay, you can go if you need to. Just the T line.
Hard, Wes.
Hard now. Hard, guys. Come on.
Go, Wes. Hard. Go,
Oh, now
Wes.
it's starting to go
go
sideways.
hard. Go.
If they can touch
Come on,
this
go.
back one.
Move it.
Touch it.
Move it. Move it.
Oh, maybe just enough.
Good brush.
I
Yeah,
think that's
it is.
great scrubbing by
Should be.
Jeff Grant and Wesley Forget.
2 blue. Yeah.
Looks like it's
2 it is.
2 blue for Cody
Good
Moss.
sweep.
Great brush, boys.
And at the completion of 8 ends of play, he will lead by a score of 6-3.
We just needed it. We just needed it to walk, and then you guys brought it right in. Okay. Like nice, tidy 9th end, guys. Okay. I'll give you this one off if you want, Wes. Just be my eyes, okay?
So Cody
we're
Moss
good.
being up 3 points here in the
Good
9th
early.
end.
Really tight. Really tight line.
I want this in the rings.
I got it. I got it.
Brush.
Okay.
Good shot. I guess got going early.
Cody not going to take any chances with Jeff Grant here. He's got the one rock in the full 8 foot, the one corner guard up, and being 3 points up, he fully recognizes that any extra rocks in play are only going to benefit Mark Keane's team. Mark going to continue to throw up a second corner guard. And I fully expect Cody MAUS to have Wes Forget load up the guns and load up the missiles and see if he can make a double peel in here somewhere.
Just one.
Here, Wes.
Where are they going to go?
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh my, pull that before he even let it go.
That's not a good sound.
Ah, no problem.
He's like, in my day, my intern, I always used to put a lot of handle on it, and you could hit 9/10 of it and still spin
Just
it
tipped
off.
it there, Wes,
Yeah.
or was that pure? It does curl there too. Change full. Oh. Okay.
Mark going to be patient here to throw up another corner guard here with Brad Kidd.
It wasn't there.
Okay.
Okay. Just make sure the one.
Thin half, thick third.
Okay. Nice throw, you got it.
Well, how hard
third.
Wes Forget can throw this.
Yes.
His out turn, he slides a little tight. He's hoping he got it back.
Okay.
Well, okay.
To where?
Taps it into the rings. That will
Try it.
change the game plan a little bit.
Half an inch.
Mark will just ask to guard that
Slid
stone.
right in the middle of the rock on both those.
Sorry?
Slid right in the middle of the rock on both those.
Scott in. Whoa.
Nice pair, Wes.
Sweep it early and kill the line. Okay.
Which turn, Cody?
Like the out across?
I like the out across, sure. Similar to the spot I threw in 7.
I got her.
Yep!
Hard.
Never off, Wes! Yes!
Hard! Yeah.
Yes!
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. Thought I got it out a bit.
Cody can't quite throw them as hard as Wes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's it's like you say though, that you try to make that double, and if you jam it, it's ugly. So that's definitely miss it the right way.
All right. So I'm going to put another guard up here. Mark would
Clean.
love to score a couple points in this end.
Scott, close. No, doesn't need to curl, doesn't need to curl. Brad. Yep. Whoa.
In?
Cody just going to be content to peel this off
Clean.
once again.
Hard.
Yep.
You know, he's
Yeah.
okay if he drops
Good.
2 here to
Clean.
Mark Keane,
Job.
knowing that he'll be one up coming home with last rock, but he's just not going to. He's just making sure that he doesn't
Not
drop 3 here.
3, yeah.
Guard.
Gus.
Do we like the guard again?
First, I don't think Wes heard me. I was trying to
I
get
heard
Him off
more.
for a sec.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I thought I set it back a bit.
Okay. Never mind.
Line's good. Scott in. Scott in. Gotta go. Hard! Oh! Yep. Keep going, keep going. Whoa! Yeah, it's good.
Great guard there by Colin Dow.
Steal it away.
I think what's going to happen here is that
I don't mind the head ball.
he's going to
Freeze
peel
is
this
just tough on
off,
this ice right
and
now.
I guess at that point, Mark Keane will probably be forced to
I mean, no, it's still a steep hill,
eliminate the
but I'd like to roll this
MAUS
way.
stone on the forefoot, and he may have one run at the double.
I know, it's hard to know how much it's going to finish. Like, it's all based on how much weight it has. And
Yep.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Shooter.
Well done by Scott McDonald.
I like board.
Okay.
There.
Good.
So Mark would love to roll as far over to the other side of those rings as possible.
Board weight. Yeah, if we can roll right in the 12 foot, that'd be ideal.
Throw.
Thanks.
He doesn't want to get too cute either, right? Like you try to make it over and you roll out, and then all of a sudden, you know, your two is killed, right?
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Just throw a nice weight here.
Hard! Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Roll a bit.
Make sure we have a piece. And
Yeah. Out turn.
Well,
Yep. Okay.
That'll lead double.
Want me to
this
throw
is right in that
Let's throw the
spot.
real quick.
that,
Spot in the
I
center
don't know
line
if
there.
I don't know if it's
Doing that spot in the center line there.
yeah. Even the guys are talking about
Make sure
it.
we have a piece, and then. It's just straight.
Got to
down,
be
though.
careful that
Make
there's
sure we get rid of one.
no backwards motion. Otherwise, it'll be
not
a
enough.
flash and a free draw for three.
It's
But
curling a lot more there.
I
Yeah.
think Scott's out turn is a little
That's my
softer
fault.
than
That's
the
my fault.
others. So
Could have thrown control, I guess, but
this looks like it's just under a half rock double.
Just gotta have the broom in the right spot. If you don't have the broom in the right spot, good throw.
Yep.
it's not.
Hard Wes! Yes, Wes!
Hopefully, it doesn't roll on top of us.
Hard!
And now he's going to hit and roll across the top. It's going to give Mark Keane the free draw for a second point here in the ninth end
Yeah.
of play.
I don't know, whatever they like.
Are you scared?
What turn do you guys
Were you
like?
scared?
In our
Wasn't
other
chancing.
final Seaside final game, Mark Bice just scored one in the ninth end. He will trail 4-3 against Sebastian Rubayar.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same situation Mr. Bice was in this afternoon against
Right.
Richard Krell, and he ended up stealing 2 big points.
Well, I think Scott McDonald kind of protected when he threw that last rock, knowing that any outward motion in that rock would run really straight.
Felt good. Felt like it's lots, though.
This spot should slide.
Boys are going on this one.
Now I think he's there easily.
He's good, yeah.
Nice sweep, guys. Nice sweep.
Points for Mark Keane here in the ninth end.
Shoot, I would like to make
Score
that.
now
Colin,
6-5.
How do you think I threw that?
Cody Moss will have
It's
hammer
just going, eh?
in the 10th.
We gotta try and keep the rotation up if we can.
Grab some water.
Because we're losing it.
We're just losing it. We're just losing it out here.
Which turn's better right now?
They came through one against two.
I know, I'm thinking for center line, we need 2 centers. I'm just wondering, probably this out turn.
I can get the top of the out turn better than the end zone, that's for sure. Yeah. Then I'll just pop it again for the second.
Yeah.
Because then we're going to be
I
side.
think your second rock curls a little bit more, but that side's also going flat.
Yeah, I have to miss the top one by the
I don't want to give you edge of 12 because I think it'll run.
Yeah. Give me the same. I'll throw the first one around.
Okay.
So the KEAN team having a little huddle here. Just deciding their plan of action.
Well, they've got, looks like about 5 minutes left in their time clock. Looks like Cody MAUS has got about 6 minutes and 43 seconds, so they both have got ample time to play the end and the end, and I think the each of it got to have at least one timeout left too. They're just thinking about ice conditions now and where the ice might not be going soft, so they can get the rocks into the places that they want. You know, if they stay wide, you know, they should be out in better pebble.
Just kind of try and clean it, Brad. Only Brad. Does not need to curl. Let it stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. God.
Yeah, there's no lack of curl here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cody MAUS is asking
Line's great.
Jeff Grant to
Don't want to go.
hopefully block off the forefoot.
You're right, you're right. Okay.
Easy, guys. Pretty positive rotation.
Tracking okay. You don't need to be buried here. We just need to be in a good
The
position.
only place he can't go is back of the button or behind the tee line.
Okay, good throw, Jeff.
Sits.
Good throw. Oops. Did I say that?
Game on.
Yeah, I don't think Cody is going to be happy with that rock back there. Scott Brandon's going to have the opportunity here. Try to get a double center going to some degree.
Good, good. A little bit, if you can. Good.
Split center. Top 4.
Nice throw here, Jeff.
Surprised Cody being up a point here. Wouldn't try to tick the other those stones. At least one. Like try it with your first one. If you miss it, then get shape on your second.
4 feet lost.
But being
all yours.
being up a point, and he's trying to protect the forefoot, one being behind
All
the tee
yours. Full
line.
4.
I think these extra stones may just play into the hands of
I'm
Mark
in the hole,
Keane.
I'm wondering because his first rock did go behind the tee line. If he's,
Easy,
that's
boys.
the
Easy,
reason
boys.
he's
Easy,
putting
easy,
this one
easy.
in.
Sliding, sliding, sliding. No, no.
Well, the only
pretty
see the
good.
good thing is
Very
that
nice.
Good shot.
the two center stones are askew in a fashion that West Forget is going to have a real good run at making the double
Ever like
peel.
this?
But is he going to hit it on the inside or is he going to hit it across the face? If he hits it across the face, the yellow rock is going back towards,
Got lots of
second
time
yellow
to do
rock is going
that.
back towards the 2 and the 4 foot.
Right.
That's real good. Make that.
Yeah, this is, I'm surprised here that Mark doesn't try to even throw the in turn around and get shot. Because he's, can he get by here and tap this back and create his pocket? Well, if he can, it's a great shot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Close. No. No. Colin. Keep going. Keep going. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, that's fine.
Like a thick 2/3. 2/3 is close.
Well, Wes
Really
makes
like
this
the guard.
double peel, and there'll
Nice
be
throw here,
a
Wes.
You still
You
like
got
the
it.
guard.
big sigh of relief from Cody MAUS, I think.
Well. Okay, let's try.
Good.
Jeez. Sweep it.
Sorry, I should have went over top, Wes.
I think that's good enough. Get it over there.
Could have hit it just a hair.
Because now they're going to throw the center
But then the
guard.
last thing you want to do is miss the second one, right?
And now they can peel the center guard the other way and hopefully clip off the yellow KEAN stone at the edge of the forefoot.
Okay.
How thick is it now? Over the top of it.
Sure.
Nice and open.
Yep.
Really another crack at something.
We should.
Never. Nope. 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 Leave it. Good.
Half's good. Half or thinner.
Okay. Another good throw, Wes.
Well, he's going to have to try to take this across the face of the other yellow stone there.
Clean.
Come on. Attaboy.
Good.
Oh, great shot by Wes Forget.
West just goes about his business.
Yep.
Eh?
Not because it
Yellow?
makes the tap freeze. And you
Well,
come off.
here's the. So you still want your opposition to try to.
I should have called the.
You know, to have to
I
throw
don't mind
against
having
two
the yellow out of
stones.
there anyways, 'cause
So
if
I
it's
would
one
try to
yellow,
get a rock
it's better than looking
in the
at you.
rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might as well throw it
Not sure
deep
we
around
tap
your
yet,
own
though.
corner guard.
Think guard.
And get it deep around
Another
there.
guard.
So at the end of the
Center
day,
guard.
you know, with Scott McDonald, you want him drawing against two.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if they're talking about possibly losing the ice a little bit, it's getting a little soft.
Yeah.
Two's good. Two's good. Get it
Which
to
turn do you
center.
want, Cody?
It'll get. Actually, it'll get there. It'll get there for sure. Good shot.
Is out
Well,
okay?
Yep.
Guys just have to take this one shot at a time. Keep it clean. Mark KEAN's going to have to try to find something here, and that's why I say I think it's imperative that he try to find a way to get two rocks in the rings, so that at least with Scott McDonald's last stone, you know, he's got to be throwing against two.
Right.
Whoa! Whoa!
Just enough.
Just curled an inch in the last 20 feet.
Take a timeout. Timeout.
Milligram.
Good thing I don't throw it
Go
back.
there. He blasts. We go around.
I designed him to curl.
Or do you go around? He might not peel.
It's dry out
He
here.
might not peel though.
It's dry out here.
Right? If he's sitting two
just
here,
Usually is. Curling
he
ice.
probably does peel,
I
but
think you have to freeze right now, and if he wants to play this, let him.
or you hit a hole here.
Try to get things even.
I guess that's a good thing for the
Tap a
surface.
hole here. Just tap it here.
That rest fans is steal.
Well,
You play, to be honest, if you want to play this top,
even it just draws down.
really gross, we're supposed to see that.
We want him drawing against two, I think, don't we?
Yeah. If you want him drawing against two, we have to draw under here now.
Okay, let's do that then.
And then at some point, we'll hit this and make it draw. Hit this and roll to the side of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, you can move this here if you want.
Setters.
stagger or something to splash it off the stagger.
Play that.
Yep. If we can hit it right on the nose, I kind of like.
Well, he's got two options here right now. He could throw one
everything.
in around the corner guard, and like I say, you just try to establish a second
so
rock
those
in the
two, so let
rings,
him come around the corner.
and then you can come down and with your
That'll
next
perfectly fine.
stone
That'll make it.
and
So
try to tap this to
Okay.
create your pocket.
leave me that option.
Either way, we're trying to splash whatever he's got here off the
He
forefoot.
may end up doing this in reverse order.
Right. So he's drawing to the pocket here, is he?
How
In?
much?
Well, if he taps it on the nose just a foot or two, just a foot, and sort of springs it a tiny little bit, he can create a pocket, and which might be really, really tough for Cody MAUS to get it out.
Never leave it.
So this is just getting soft and going sideways
keep going,
here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Want to try to get here?
Yeah. Throw the out turn.
Throw the out,
And try and come off this, not off the 7,
Through
but
great.
I think you want to hit the 6 first.
yeah, I agree. Just be ready to go on the T-line one, eh? Shoot the
Yeah.
T-line one across.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to hit the yellow first.
You can't be precise out here. See, it's different than the start of the game.
If we hit the yellow
Is that
first,
good, Cody?
everything moves. If we hit like a thin half.
Both games are really close here, Mary.
They certainly are.
Mark Bice is down to 1 stone. He's got a center guard and Rubaya
Yep. Whoa.
has a rock on the top of the forefoot. And he can get around to the back forefoot.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, blue.
Shot.
Oh, great shot by Cody MAUS. So that's taking that away.
I think so. Yeah.
So now Marquin's going to throw that
gotta make
straight
it good.
draw in around the corner guard.
There.
Mark Bice needs to steal a point to force an extra end here, so his last stone is going to have to find a way in there.
Okay. Yeah.
And Mark KEAN needs to steal a point here, so he's going to have to get one buried. I would think at that point that Scott McDonald just peel the guard,
Yep.
and then he'd probably have a hit against 2.
Mark Bice
Easy.
makes a good shot over there.
Right in.
This is the same line you just had.
Right in. Here it goes. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Like normal tight to the guard? Or peel tight
That
to the
is
guard?
about as good as he
Yeah,
could
peel
have
tight to the
done by Mr. KEAN.
And just
Yeah,
sit.
no, it's fine.
I'm just wondering, can he make
I
the
like
double
normal
off
to the guard.
Well, normal you
off
could,
his own?
Off his
you
own.
could just kind of chisel through.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Throw
right.
peel.
Okay.
Throw peel, stuff it right there.
Sure.
Because then for him to get shot, he's either got to move it or be pretty much
Last
open.
rock coming for Sebastian Robillard. So he's got to make a little tap back.
Well, he's got backing to freeze you, but he's got to be right on the button. Looks like it's got some moving to do.
Oh, it's looking
As long as the
good.
weight's there.
Great looking shot.
Peel.
And he makes it.
That's a great shot by Sebastian. So Jim Rubayar will move on to the 3-4 game tomorrow night.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Scott McDonald is
never,
possibly
never,
2 stones away.
Trying on the yellow, Wes.
I got her.
Oh, great shot by Scott McDonald.
Absolutely.
Well,
Same?
one last opportunity here for Mark KEAN to try to steal a point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's going to have to get this locked on right onto the corner, and then if he locks it on the corner, I do
Still want to
believe that Scott McDonald will have to draw to the button.
That's
I
right.
had to steer that.
You gotta get inside that.
Good adjustment.
If
Or
he
he throws
just
the
gets
head.
on the corner, he may have the
Just a little
exact
bit.
same shot again, and he just has to splash it out of there to get his single.
Good adjustment.
Thanks.
Same weight.
We dead freezing or?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's usually more on the broom.
Obviously,
than that.
our 1-2 page game for this Recharge with Milk Ontario
Can we get
Men's
half?
Provincial Tankard will go tomorrow
Can we get
afternoon
half
at
and be
1
shot?
p.m. and that will be Glenn Howard up against John Epping.
If we freeze half, we shot.
Okay. That's not
The
half.
page 3-4 game will go tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. and it will be
Like,
Sebastian Rubayar up against the
Yeah.
winner of this game between
yeah, it's
Mark
it's
Keane
pretty close.
and Cody Moss.
It's the same exact weight, eh?
It's not Jeff's though. Jeff's looked like it still traveled okay. He's pretty positive rotation on both of them,
Felt good. Line's great.
but tight line for a freeze.
Room.
And this looks like it looks really good.
Easy. Just for weight.
This is where it starts going sideways. Got to make sure he's shot rock and he doesn't want to chap off.
Pistol, buddy.
The sweet boys.
What a great shot. Well swept by Scott
15 and a
Brendan
half.
and Brad Kidd.
So it's good.
Well
Speed's
placed.
Still good.
Thanks.
Okay, yep.
Nice line call, too. Come on. Give it up for that line call.
Yeah, good line call. Good sweep.
Wow, sweepers, I don't know about that. You can't give them any credit. I'll take it to the bank.
So Scott
She's a weight
McDonald going to have to draw full 4 here for the win.
Considering how the game's going, it's a great shot. Great shot.
We grinded like we
Sweet for
always do.
you guys.
Me too.
Just
Had some looks at some shots there, just
so annoying.
threw in the right spot.
The one for 2 or 3 was just annoying because I was so worried about wrecking. I was just a little extra positive.
Took a hair off.
Well, I'm sure back
Line's great.
back there, you blast it.
Yeah.
Took a hair off.
We're going to have a look there, boys.
Yep, you gotta go.
Go West!
15-6.
Hard!
So
Go West!
Good, good.
Go West! Go! Go! Go!
You're good.
Go!
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Good
You're
brush,
good.
boys.
Got a boy.
Shot.
just well done.
Lovely shot.
What a great final game there. Great toss by Scott McDonald. So Cody Moss will continue on and get to the page 3-4 game.
Good run.
So we have our 4 top teams now, Ian. Howard, Epping, Robillard, and Moss.
Great sweep by Wesley Forget and Jeff Grant to get that rock into the 4-foot, get that single point, and capture this. Fortunately for Mark Keane, he ends up losing both the B and C qualifier games. That's very unfortunate for Mark Keane, but I'm sure we will see him back here again.
Yeah, we will.
Obviously, once again, Glenn Howard and John Epping in the 1-2 page game tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. we will have the page 3-4 game, and that will be
important after
between
last year, right?
Cody Moss and Sebastian Rubayar. Team Moss, the winner here this evening. We thank you for tuning in from this Canada Summit Center here in Huntsville, Ontario. And once again, thank you for our whole Title Sports Live team. On behalf of Mary and myself, thank you and good night.